You've mentioned a couple names recently. Who were they?
Listen, man, they call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it.
There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to TTS, baby, episode 205. Woo! Looking clean. Yeah, I like the background. What you done there, Playboy?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
It looks more clean.
Really? Because I had this background before the other one, actually. I kind of...
No, but I think you were using the green one or some shit. Or what was the one before you used? I can't remember, man.
Okay, like before this one you talking about?
Yeah, I feel like this has got a better look to it.
I was using this one.
Yeah, it's a green one.
Yeah, and this one, yeah.
Yeah, this one's better, bro. It suits you, man.
I got
but
this
listen
one.
to me. That's not bad.
This one's pretty cool, right?
That's not bad. Yeah.
I got this one. That's the shit. It's stupid.
Where did you steal that from?
I just like wallpapers. You know, just Google some wallpapers and shit.
Yeah?
Xbox wallpaper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
POS.
But yeah, what's going on, Playboy? What's up? Watched Darkman yesterday.
Oh, you did? Yeah, so you saw the first timestamp.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, my apologies there. Apologies. You know, your boy goes off the rails sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Hey, I just saw Looney Boy.
I seen it. I was shit, man.
Some shorts, and I was like, "Fuck."
Oh shit.
I watched the whole little segment, but I missed one part of the shit he posted. Like, I was like, "What the fuck?" But it's all good. Man.
But you been good besides that?
Yeah, man. I'm just playing some games, bro.
I've been seeing you playing Mind's Eye. I'm still playing Mind's Eye.
Mind's Eye. Listen, man. Honestly, Shaan, I think you'll like that shit. But I saw somebody left me a comment when I said it's not really that bad. The guy, what? Whether you roasting people for Concord? I said, no, I wasn't roasting people for liking Concord. Just roasting fucking Concord, period, nigga. That shit was a failure. But no, I mean, I see what they was doing. It needed to be delayed, though. Definitely. It definitely needed to be delayed, but I see what they was working with, you know, what they were trying to do with. Like I said, the game is all right, man. I will probably finish. Then I played some Final Fantasy 16. I was playing that right before the show.
I was playing a bit of Doom.
Okay, yeah. There's so many fucking games, bro.
It's like I'm playing Doom and that, and it's a dope game. But like normally, them type of games are not for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a quick, you know, every chapter you can just power through it, bro. You can get a chapter done really quick. So
yeah,
Doom, bro, it's a good looking game, Doom. Though I gotta be for real. For the first person game, it looks nice.
Yeah, it looks really good, man. Then I was playing, bro. It's like I'm toggling 3 games right now: Final Fantasy 16, Mind's Eye, and Warhammer Remake.
Oh, you mean Space Marine? I thought you played one of them.
Space Marine. Yeah.
Yes. Don't do that. Don't do that shit on TTS.
What?
Warhammer. Like, I thought it was one of them Joey upside trebuchet bullshit. Them type.
Oh hell no.
Oh,
I mean Space Marine remake remaster.
How do you find that? Because I know you played part 2 without playing part 1. So how do you find the remaster or whatever it's called remake?
Just starting new. So it's like part 2 is like a better version of it, pretty much.
Just like
but it definitely has a 360 vibe. Excuse me. It has an Xbox 360 vibe to it, bro. Even though like the graphics are a little bit cleaner than the original one, obviously, but it still has the 360 look to it. But I never even played the game. If I would have known that game was like, I would have bought it during the 360 gen because it's pretty much.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Gears of War was there, that's why.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
It's like a Gears of War. You would have chose Gears over that.
Well, I obviously chose Gears, but I mean, it was like kind of just an alternative. You know what I'm saying? To Gears.
Yeah.
shooting, violence. I mean, the shit is dope. So
You know, it's amazing. Like we talk about all of these games, man. It's insane. Like
Friday the 13th.
Friday. Who said that?
Justin
Who said that?
Justin Boudreaux. It is Friday the 13th.
Oh, it is Friday today.
Yeah, Friday the
shit.
13th. Yeah, the 13th. Hey, do you remember that, Shaan? Man, was it October 2023? Was it October? Yeah, Friday the 13th when the ABK deal was approved.
ABK deal, yeah.
I'll never forget that shit.
That was a fun show. That was.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was fun. That man.
You know, you were talking about. You messaged me yesterday, and you were saying, Dave was telling me, yo, Sean, he was going back to his 2021, one of the 2021 showcases we watched back in the days. On he was on. You said that
that was our showcase live stream.
Official, yeah, because the 2020 we were kind of just wanted to watch it because I went on Z show. I wanted to talk shit, but obviously it didn't work out for me like that. But
Halo Infinite look like shit.
I went, yo, listen to me. It was that time, you know, like 12 T-flops of power. Yeah, Halo Infinite. Yeah, we're gonna see the power, bro. Ray tracing. Obviously, I listened to that dealer and all these motherfuckers. Yeah. And I was like, I wanted to go talk shit.
Yeah.
When Halo popped on, he looked like that. You piece of shit.
But it's just going to show you, even though we knew about gaming, we ain't know everything about it. We ain't realize how long games were taking to make then. We ain't realize how, you know, the tools wasn't ready. We ain't realize that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, funny. So but like you were talking about our 2021 showcase, and do you want to let them know what we were saying? Like,
yeah, Sean was like, shout out to the 90 people. I was like, wow, bro. Like last Sunday we had like 700, like close to 700 in there, bro.
Yeah, high 607s.
Yeah, I think we did hit 700. Now I think about it. It's like, man, shout out to you guys. That's what I like to hear, like growth, right? Sean was like, yo, shout out. And we was excited for that 90. Yo, shout out to the 90 people in here. And it just goes to show you, man, damn. I mean, because I had made a playlist of the 5 showcases that we stream. So I made a playlist so people can go check them out if they want to.
Yeah, you should, yeah.
It's the playlist. And I said, damn, we only had 90 live, but we was excited for that shit. You know what I'm saying, man? Because we would like that was our first year doing it. 90 live was dope. And now we like hit like 700. Like Dirt Lights growth. There we go. No, that's cool though. That's fine. We always I'm talking about that doctor shit was a whole nother level for me. But I was like, damn, bro, look at that shit. 90 to like 700 or what, man? Even Doctor hit 700 something last night, bro.
Yeah, we were talking about this, bro, and you all start early, yeah. We were talking about this over the past week when it came to all of the showcases, bro. When I did State of Play 500, Jeff Keighley with 500, TTS with 500.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to do? The showcase, like we did Dark One like 5, 6, then the showcase was like 6, 7, and like it was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like the amount of like support we get and the amount of people that watch us, bro. We were like, yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Straight up, because like I always say, Sean, when everybody is streaming and we still get that many people in here rocking with us,
bro, to push that 5+100 is it's not a joke, bro. People don't understand that.
People don't understand it, bro. People don't understand that shit. Like somebody said, I think it was Razor Ultron last night on Darkman. He said, "Yo, Dirt, shout out to you. You know, you got good numbers, live numbers, and it's man, that shit is like, damn, for real. Like people rock out with it. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. Sean appreciate it. Let me get these super motherfuckers set up like a trail spring. Adidas, the homie said TTS.
What's going on, Adidas?
Shout out to the homie Adidas. Primus Gaming with the 5. Sean eats pepperoni hot pockets and washes it down with ice pork broth latte. TTS, my bots. Oh shit.
Hey, Primus Gaming, halal iced tea. Remember that.
Primus Gaming. Hey man, thanks for re-upping, bro. Raise Ultron. You shine, you backstabbing POS. Apologize to Dirt. Nah, he apologized.
Totally right.
Dang it, there's with the 2. Damn, I'm late. TTS. Yeah, we had.
Don't worry about it, MD. You haven't missed shit yet.
Yeah. Jerron Worthy with the two dirty was like Latrell Sprewell. Man, Latrell Sprewell.
Who's who's that?
He was a Latrell Spencer. Hold on, wait a minute. Ain't that Terry Crews and White Chicks?
Don't say that's him.
Yeah, not Latrell Sprewell. Latrell, that's the dude. That was Terry Crews' character in White Chicks.
Yo, that character changed his life, bro.
That character blew him up, absolutely, bro. Because he was kind of like
changed his life. Yeah,
you would see, man. I heard a story like in Training Day. He was just
yeah. He just came from a freebie.
Yeah, and they put him on camera because he was behind Denzel when he did his King Kong got shit on me.
Yeah.
He was in the background, but he was telling the story like he really wasn't. He was supposed to be on camera. But the guy said, "Hey man, I'm gonna have you in the back." He was like, okay. That shit blew him up, bro. But yeah, White Chicks is the role that really changed his career.
Yeah, like put that one. No matter what that song. I don't know. I whatever that song. I forgot what's it called now.
Yeah.
That's his. That's like he's locked that shit in forever, bro.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
someone hears that shit, I'm sure everybody
thinks about him. He's like, no. That part he was doing that part.
Yeah.
What's out the two? Sean, Chad taking over today. Revenge of Document. Oh shit.
He ain't gonna do shit. But that's not. You know what? He ain't gonna do shit first of all. But listen, the Revenge of the Dark Man. When you get pissed off at me, I think that's the episode you should do or something.
Yeah. But you know, it was all good. I just said, Sean, man, can you stop instigating that shit, bro? Like all the other shit we do is fine, bro. But that hospital shit had me like, really? A doctor putting a pipe in my ass, bro? Really? Like you said that shit, and I was like, come on, dog, stop it, man. Stop. Oh, we gotta chill with that, bro. We gotta chill with that. Cheeseburger Eddie. Making my way downtown. Yeah, that's the song. Making my way downtown.
Yeah, make my way downtown.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Why so serious with the two? That's what I like to see. Growth. Dirt 2025. Yeah, you piece of shit. For my YouTube channel. Don't start. Look at Pelham. See, look at that.
You know, Pelham's pissed off at me. He sent me a message today.
Did he?
In the morning on Xbox.
Oh shit, he did.
And he said, I was asleep, so I don't know who was what was going on exactly. Sent me a message because I believe he went live after you. I believe.
Yeah, he went live after. Yeah,
he went live after me, and he said that, Sean, you're disappointed. Do you know what? One second. Sorry, I apologize. Let me just make sure I say it right, because then Pelham's going to be like, yo, Sean, why are you lying for? So, 1 second.
Bro, Pelham, so yo, damn, Pelham, you had another 3-hour show last night? Holy shit, bro. So let me tell you, Pelham last 3 shows, 5 hours, 6 hours and 36 minutes, and 3 hours. Goodness, Pelham. You on another level with that shit, bro. The angry therapist with the 2. Sean went in to overtime for that. Yeah, you did go.
I did go overtime. It was, I didn't expect it to go that far, bro. But anyway, this is Pelham, yeah. So, Pelham, I just want to make sure you know I'm not lying then.
You didn't even come to my live tonight, and you on the Xbox. Make it make sense. Ain't no excuse. I'm disappointed.
Oh,
I really am.
Now,
shit. He called you out,
he sent that message at 4:30, 4:29 a.m. in the morning, my time.
Your time.
So, are you actually gonna? Do you believe that I was on my box at 4:29 a.m.?
Definitely not.
4:29 a.m. in the morning. Really? Now, the only explanation, I don't know if he was taking something or whatever, drugs or drinking or something. He must have misunderstood us in the wrong times, unless someone else jumped into my Xbox, because it's not my home Xbox, this one. It's on my brother's-in-law. Unless he was trying to log. That's the only way I can see it, bro.
Right.
But that's some crazy shit. Like, Hector, you expect me to playing games at 4:30 in the morning? Stop it. Make it make sense. I will pull up when the time is right to your podcast. He got upset with me again there. You won't believe it.
Did he?
Because I'm disappointed with you again. Everybody's disappointed. You are disappointed with me. Chat is disappointed with me. I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. He goes, I'm disappointed, Sean. Even Paris pulled it before you. I'm disappointed in you, Sean.
he pulled that card that Paris pulled up before you. Yeah, Paris was on there because I did turn to.
Well, you don't need to start the shit or add something to it, Playboy.
Yeah.
You don't need to add them spices to it. Yes, Paris must have pulled up. I'm disappointed in you. Come on, man.
Damn. Alrighty. Ray said I'm disappointed.
Oh, come on, stop it.
199 All-Star with the 2. Sean said Dirt went to the doctor. He ain't say that
doctor.
shit. Hector the Macho Man with the 5. At this point, if Xbox made all the soap in the royal, these ponies' ass would stink. Xbox is taking over gaming, and I love the flow of pony tears. Hey, you know, that's a good point. Xbox can make all the soap in the world, and they still wouldn't use it because they hate Xbox so much. Or they wouldn't use it. They still stink. Pieces of trash.
Yeah. P-Dem goes, not once, twice he's been on the panel. Oh, shit. Even Ray pulled up on... I don't know how Ray managed to pull himself up, but he did. Somehow, somewhere.
Damn, even...
Anyway.
Zena said she had pulled up.
Zena's pulled up as well?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And Zena's supposed to be on my side.
I pulled up a few times, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure you have. Sure.
I have.
I don't believe you.
I pulled up a few times the P-Lump show, bro.
Anyway, let's get into the first topic.
Let's get into it, bro. Oh, listen.
Let's get into it.
We got some shit to talk about, man. We got some shit. I might have to do a video over some of this shit I'm hearing.
As time goes on, Playboy, slowly but surely, the man Phil Spencer, even though some of the the shit he said over the years we may not like or may not come like what he said back then doesn't work today in today's practices and business for Xbox I'm talking about, but for some reason the number one selling console is doing something different. We talked about this for the past 7 years or something now. When we were on another podcast, like PlayStation will follow up, they will follow suit. And what's happening right now there is, as business update happens, if it's a live service push, if it's a multi-platform push as well, expanding the console business, putting the games in more places, it's happening right now. And it's still happening. We always talk about this, like when we talk about the Xbox One, when Xbox has jumped out there and talked about online, sharing the games, all that crazy shit at the time. We knew PlayStation were right behind them, but obviously they dipped out, but they're following slowly followed up on that. Like everybody's online, digital library, all of that shit. Once again, I feel like this is what's going to happen again. The Xbox jumping the gun right now, doing what they're doing. And then like about 3, 4, 5 years down the line, PlayStation will do the same shit and it's normal. And do you know what they're going to say? Well, PlayStation did it the right way. When PlayStation does it, they do it right. When Xbox does it, they do it wrong. Now, PlayStation had a business update, Playboy. And what happened with the business update? Let's start with this plot part here first. Xbox Zoom in. Now, as time gone on with TTS, I like to pull up, PlayStation fans' tweets or ponies. The reason why I do that for is because then they can say Sean isn't pulling from someone like Tim Dog, ex-Tim Dog. Do you know what I mean? This guy's a bot, so he's pulling them from an Xbox fan. No. Right. I like to pull up tweets from PlayStation guys. So then I can't slip up either their line, and he's a PlayStation fan or a pony, or obviously I got the misinformation. That's the way I like to do it. But continue, Playboy. What's going on here with this new business update?
PlayStation execs say, we're very thoughtful about how and if we bring these titles to other platforms. Tempo, single-player titles, franchises, multi-platform strategy. But we're continuously exploring new ways for players to interact with their franchises.
Now, that first part there.
Sorry, man. My sinuses messed with me this morning, bro.
Yeah.
PlayStation experience is not just about the gaming console hardware. Wait a minute. Let me read that again, Sean.
Wait. Let me highlight it just in case.
Okay.
Let me highlight it. Xbox Zoom in Extra, just in case the people can't see it out there.
PlayStation experience is not just about the gaming console hardware.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean? I'm confused.
I think it's pretty obvious what that means, Shaan. It means something that Phil Spencer and Xbox has been saying for a long time. About consoles, yeah, consoles is important, but it's not just about consoles anymore, Shaan. That's pretty much what he just said. It's not just about consoles anymore. How many times have Phil Spencer and we said that, and the bots in the community said that, Joey said it, Shaan said it, Dirk said it, everybody said it. P-Lump, Ray said it. Carl Weeb said it. People in the chat said it. Amit, fuck you. Everybody in the chat said this shit. It's not just about consoles anymore. What was Pony's reactions? Y'all just saying that because Xbox is losing. Y'all are saying that because Xbox is in third place. Shaan, y'all, please forgive me for repeating myself, but some things just need to be repeated. How many times have we sit up here and said some of the things that's happening in the industry is different? It's a different time. It's not as simple as buy my console, buy my games. It's not as simple as that anymore, bro. It's just not. If it was that simple, forgive me for repeating myself, why would PlayStation be putting their games on PC? Now, Nintendo is a totally different thing right now. We understand where Nintendo is right now. But it's just not that simple. How many times, this is like maybe the second, third time the PlayStation executive
I feel like they mentioned it over the past, I feel like every business update, they've talked about exploring new ways to hit, get across to more players. The multi-platform stuff is not only about console, but hey, don't forget, like, since we're on this topic, do you remember the focus is shifting towards MAUs?
Oh yeah,
that wasn't long ago.
That was this year. What like a couple months ago?
Yeah, like probably a few weeks. I feel like about 4 to 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. Shaan, so this is what, listen, man, this is just my opinion. This is just me knowing gaming, knowing what's happening, paying attention. I think this is what's happening right now. PlayStation is hanging on as long as they can to the traditional model for the most part, because their games.
And I don't blame them there, because it has worked for them for a long time.
But sometimes things change. The industry changes. The economy changes. So you have to go, they're trying to hold on to the traditional model, right? You've seen the people that's holding on the cliff. They're holding on the cliff, right? They're holding on. Like first they had two arms on the cliff. Now they're getting weak. So now they got one arm hanging. They're trying to hold on to the traditional model. They're still doing it to a certain extent. When they're like with the one arm left, like that's when they start putting this shit on PC. So they're still holding on to the traditional model as long as they can. Eventually, Shaan, they're not going to be able to hold on anymore. They're going to have to do what they have to do. What's the next step? All of their games going to PC day one. We saw J-Tech have a meltdown about a published game. Not even the first party game from PlayStation, but a game that was published by PlayStation. He had a meltdown about that game going to PC day one. And that's a single player game. That's just the beginning. They're going to do more of that. Then what happens after that, Shaan? They're going to look at Nintendo.
Yep.
And Shah said they might even look at Xbox. They are doing what they have to do. Slowly. They're holding on by a thread. Xbox realized it back in 2016. Yeah, let's put our shit everywhere. well, I'm sorry. Let's put our shit on PC day one. Throughout the years, they've been noticing. And from what we was told, they were going to go multi-platform eventually.
Yep.
But the ABK deal sped things up.
It's accelerated it, yeah.
Accelerated it, right. like
probably like 5-10 years is
remember jump. like Fast and Furious when they press that NOS, they press the button. That's what happened when the ABK deal happened.
ABK shit kicked in. Yeah, when they kicked in, that's it.
They pressed that NOS when the ABK deal. We need this shit done ASAP. So that's what happened. So I'm telling you, this is what's happening, y'all. All we have to do is sit back and pay attention. PlayStation is still trying to stick to their traditional ways. But slowly, you'll see things start to happen. Not like Xbox, all of a sudden, boom, they're going multi-platform. Boom, it's over. No, you're going to see things, like I said, it's going to be by steps. All their games going to PC day one. They're going to see it. We're going to laugh. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk shit. Then you might see, what's going to the Nintendo Switch? Xbox is going to be the last thing they're going to do, if they do it, right?
Yeah.
If they ever start putting games on Xbox, that means there is some shit. There is some serious shit. Shaan, we were
but
talking
they
about
still have concern like that. I don't know if you've seen it. One of the shareholders do have a bit of concern with the Nintendo Switch too because of the support it's getting.
Oh yeah. See, I thought some people say, why are they concerned about the Nintendo Switch and not Xbox? Well, you got to realize what Xbox is doing is making them a customer right now, right? Xbox is putting their games on their platform. Yep. Nintendo ain't doing that shit. Nintendo ain't putting their games on PlayStation or Xbox. So at the end of the day, they're concerned about Nintendo because Nintendo sells a lot of consoles. Xbox don't sell as many consoles. Xbox is just making money off all of them. So what happens when Nintendo starts to have third party? That's potentially some, maybe not necessarily in America, but other countries. Maybe when they put Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch, maybe some people from different countries buy it on the Switch.
Get these super chats because you mentioned the Call of Duty stuff. I want to bring something up that will. It's good. I would say get these super chats because I want to add something to that. What you just mentioned about.
All right, the Angry Therapist with the 5. I cannot wait for the day for the first PlayStation exclusive to come to Xbox. Oh, the only tears. It's either Hall of the Mountain or The Last of Us. I still think they're not there yet because obviously they're different with Xbox right now because Xbox is they made their decision. So PlayStation isn't there yet. But all you got to do is pay attention. You're starting to see it slowly, step by step. Just pay attention, y'all. Let more of their games flop. Let some more live service games flop. Brarius with the 2 dirt laugh. It's over. Order 66 is in full effect. Talk that shit, Brarius.
Full effect.
Karma guy with the 5. Morning, fellas. If the Ally Xbox has a good price, I will buy it. I want the dirt edition, not the shine edition. Oh shit!
Kiss my ass. maybe the shine edition you'd be able to afford it. POS.
There you go. Michael Fresh with the 5. Early show, boys. I guess Dirt has a prostate exam scheduled for today. Speaking of cliffs, J-Tech sound like he was a cliff away from jumping. He was down bad, bro. Bad.
He did. Like when you see like guys like J-Tech and even like some of the ex-PlayStation guys right now kind of giving shots of his like Jack Move as well, Big Cloud as well. Like you can see there's a lot of change and I feel like they're like Big Cloud and Jack Move can see the writing on the wall, like, the way it's going and that. Like just the same with Xbox, that they go whatever, but their preferred platform is PlayStation. They know what's up. They can see it. They can see the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
But when J-Tech, because they're such in belief, like they won't do this, they won't do what Xbox is stupid. But when they slowly see, like leg of the hole on Nintendo Switch, or games going to the PC, or this published platform fighting game wherever is going to the PC day one as well. They can't take it because they're holding up for dear life for the old ways. They love the old traditional way of PlayStation, but because PlayStation is doing it, they can't take that shit because they actually really believe in it. Or I'm not so delusional or not, but they actually believe that Sony would never do what Xbox is doing.
Yeah,
and they can see slowly but surely the cracks are like coming through, the games are coming through right now.
100%, and they're living in denial, Shaan. They won't accept it. No way in the world any pony should be surprised or pissed off that they're putting something on PC. At this point, bro, really? Just
They
like
shouldn't be
Xbox.
surprised.
Right, just like Xbox guys. No way you should be surprised if they put a game on PlayStation. Like,
Facts.
what? You're surprised at this point? Come on, man. You ain't really surprised. So that's how it is, man. So, did I read this one already?
No.
30 below with the 5 J-Tech voice. If y'all tuned in into TTS right now, you failed the test. Oh, he want me to do the J-Tech voice. I kind of forgot how to talk like him a little bit. If y'all failed if y'all tuned in at TTS right now, you failed the test. True Witty, what you think about it? Hey, J-Tech, man, I don't know what happened to True Witty. Is he still on there? I don't know.
I'm not sure. We might need to go watch something.
Yeah, man. Brian B. defies. Sony sees Xbox reaching all these people. They want some of that money. They do. But you know what, Brian B? They don't have those franchises, bro. They don't have Fallout. They don't have Call of Duty. They don't have Elder Scrolls. People gonna go crazy. Well, maybe God of War. Yeah, possibly. But not like Call of Duty. See what, Shaan, do you see what Xbox is doing, bro? They have the content. Even if PlayStation
the big boys.
Even if PlayStation goes multi-platform, Shaan, what's the big game they're gonna, I'm sure it'll sell more copies.
I wanna make a point on that. Just hold off on that 1 second.
All right. Hector the Macho Man Defy. For all the ponies that saying PlayStation does the right way, I will wish their mothers do the right thing and just
shit.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Damn, Hector.
Hector ain't playing that shit anymore.
Oh shit, yeah. Karma God with the 5. PlayStation is heading in the same direction as Xbox, but not as fast. If Ghost of Your Play doesn't sell, PlayStation is in trouble. That game will probably sell, but I think if those like remaining live service games flop, which Marathon, Fair Game, and some of the other ones, ain't looking like shit. I don't know, bro. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shaan.
Have you got all right? Now the point I want to make is you mentioned Nintendo, bro, and the way PlayStation sees it, like that they could be the next competition because of what the now before I pull up something else, what does it say on top there? The headline.
PlayStation Store reoccurring and diverse content.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the content here. Can you shout out them games one by one, please, or company?
EA FC, Roblox, Call of Duty, NBA 2K, EA Play, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, College Football, GTA 5, and Ubisoft Classics.
Now, according to PlayStation, not me, this is PlayStation chart and business update. That's a stable base of revenue from major franchises titles, yeah? With the large share of ongoing content. Okay, is there one PlayStation IP on there or PlayStation Studio on there?
Not at all, sir.
Not at all. Yeah,
not at all.
Call of Duty's there, Playboy.
Call of Duty's there, owned by Xbox.
Yeah, owned by Xbox. One of the biggest games. That's what they got. Yeah. Now I want to switch it for a second here. 1 second there. 1 second. This one here. Can you read this out? Then I want to make my point.
Azar again emphasized the point that Sony players are now engaged across multiple platforms, including PS4, PS5, and PC, and noted that the vast majority of its revenue now comes from subscriptions and microtransactions, which should provide protection during any future platform migration.
Wow. Now, Nintendo's never really had microtransactions like that. From Call of Duty.
No, because they never had the game like that.
They never had the game.
Last generation, anyway. Yeah.
Now, they got to look at this right now. If Call of Duty, the next Black Ops 7, if it does launch on Switch day one, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, whatever you want to call it, handhelds, that's going to be a different ball game now. What PlayStation was getting from the stable majority of the people, some of that share might go towards Nintendo now.
Mm-hmm.
Just the same with Xbox. We knew some of them shares going to go towards Game Pass. They're going to lose money on that because of Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm talking about. Nintendo is going to be a bit for more for when it comes to the support of like second and third party games right now, the live service games. Nintendo's gonna cause them a bit of problems right now. Last gen, they enjoyed it because Nintendo wasn't even getting NBA like that. The
Yeah, they weren't getting
WWE,
nothing.
they weren't getting games like that. The football games, all that crazy stuff. You seen when they ported the WWE, they cancelled last year, I believe.
Yeah, they canceled after because it was too bad. Yeah.
It's too bad. You know that as time goes on, and I'm sure the chat will have some good information as well, good talking points. Nintendo Switch, if it does manage to get a Call of Duty upcoming holiday, that's going to affect PlayStation bottom line. I personally think it will affect them. Because PlayStation is relying on what? Subscriptions, microtransactions, and the most stable revenue that comes every week is from the big games that not even one PlayStation game is there. That's why you can see why PlayStation is pushing for a live service. They need that one game. Yeah. They got Destiny, but Destiny's kind of like phasing out now. That's it. It's at this time. It's not a Call of Duty that comes every year. It's not a Roadblocks that is making money. Fortnite, Genshin Impact, and these type of games. EA Football that comes every year. They don't have that. MLB's not like that as well. It makes decent money, but it's not like that.
Ain't like that.
Sorry, it's not like that. They would have put that shit as a stable franchise. Ain't like that. I reckon that when the holiday comes, and if that game launches on every console, it's going to cause problem for PlayStation. And I can see why they want to push for a live service, why they need a live service game, just in case something happens when the competition comes and they get the same game, money goes elsewhere. They won't get the same money back.
100%. That's why they're threatened by Nintendo. Because like you said, they didn't have any other big third-party games last generation.
Let me just confirm this, guys. When the Nintendo Switch launched in 2017, I believe, did it have Madden?
I don't know. Did it? I know they had WWE, and they might have had 2K at first.
Yeah.
But wasn't nobody buying that shit over there, bro.
No, over there. Even I think the fighting games wasn't there properly. They came later.
Yeah.
MK came later or something, maybe.
And it was terrible, man.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I'm just saying, like, when that perception, guys, let me know, guys. That perception there that I can't play my football games on there.
Yeah.
I can't play my NBA games. Look at the next gen version versus the Switch. You ain't gonna play that your favorite game or the game you play every year on a Nintendo Switch like that.
Yeah.
But now the Nintendo Switch 2 has alright powers, decent. It's like a PlayStation 4 Pro or something, whatever you want to call it. And it's getting the new Call of Duties, maybe the EA football games, college football games. That could be, and the more for third party push as well, publisher. That could be really interesting for PlayStation. Mentioned that they got a bit of concerns because of the support they're getting right now.
Who the fuck is AK? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Y'all do swear y'all. I can't believe I still do console. Well, shut up. Shut your punk ass up. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I stand the blank. Y'all can't be console, isn't it? Shut up. Look, bro. Everything you said is 100% right. They're threatened by Nintendo because, like we said, they weren't getting none of those games last generation. Now, listen, they might not even sell as many as PlayStation does. Oh, hell, maybe even Xbox when it comes to some of the third-party stuff. But they're going to sell some. And like you said, Shaan, just say if a person get a Switch, last generation, they couldn't get Madden or 2K. But this generation, they have those games, the Call of Duty. Instead of buying it for PlayStation, they're going to buy it for their Switch. Now what? Like you said, that's taking some people away from the PlayStation. And PlayStation wants that. That's why these dumbass opponents, we keep on telling them, now we don't want all that crap. And then 2012? That's about right. But they say we don't want that crap. We don't want that live service crap. I mean, boy, PlayStation needs it. They need that. Oh, you just showed the proof. All of those live service games, none of them were theirs. And their biggest competitor, Xbox, has one on their platform.
As a major stable.
A major. And people don't realize Xbox is putting themselves in such a great position because their multi-platform strategy, as much as we didn't like it, the shit is going to make sure they're around for a long time, bro. Why PlayStation continues to do live service, even though they failed pretty much with the exception of Helldivers, because they need to, bro. They need to. Just like even Colin Morales, punk ass said, they need to. They have to. They don't have a choice. And all of this information we've seen today about them looking at other ways to get people to play their games, what can we say now? No further questions, Your Honor.
I would say this: as time goes on, like,
hold on, what?
Sorry, what's up?
Who the fuck is this? I don't see him on my end. Somebody named E said, "Why did Dirt get offended? Dumbass bitch." You calling me a dumbass bitch? I'll fuck you up. I don't know who he. I can't see him. I must have him blocked.
I don't see him. Unless he changed his name or something. I don't see him there.
Yeah, I don't see him either. I can't. A lot of people can't see him, but I can see him on.
That's weird, y'all.
Yeah.
That's weird. That is.
Some people can see him and some people can't. So.
That's a weird one. That
that's weird, bro.
You know, like when it comes to that call, we were talking about this in the chat.
But I can see it here, though.
Yeah, on that you can see it for some reason. On the chat, it's a bit weird that. All you can see at all, but like what Colby was talking about is interesting because what Xbox is doing, how they're setting themselves up for the future, and what Phil Spencer talked about over the years that, like, we're going to be doing this, it's about this, it's about that. All of that shit, all of these other dudes are doing it now. And they're following. When it comes to the setup for the future, and we always talk about this there, who's in a better position?
Yep. Xbox 100%.
Xbox 100%. When they need to make that switch and do more. You played a clip, and we sent a clip on Twitter, I believe. Was it Greg Miller?
Yeah.
About a Play Anywhere. Have you? I want to keep that separate for a second. But before we move on from the PlayStation stuff, let's get these super chats quickly, bro.
Giggity 08 with the 5. Even if PlayStation wanted to port their games to Xbox, they don't even have enough devs to do it. Nixes can't do everything. That's a good point, bro. I'm telling you, man, they just don't have what Xbox has, bro. And their teams don't really know how to port to other platforms, except for Nixes. They just don't. The Angry Therapist with the 10. If that next Marvel game don't sell, Sony is some real hot shit. They pay way too much for those Marvel IP to be exclusive to their console. Spider-Man on Xbox natively. I was thinking that, bro. I was thinking they doing these Marvel deals, and I don't think that fighting game is gonna sell it. It might sell a couple million. I don't think that fighting game won't sell like that, bro. But you know,
we'll see how it all plays out.
Yeah. The Angry Therapist with the 2. Didn't Hall of the Mountain fail on Switch 1?
That was a failure.
Oh, yeah, the Lego that shit failed.
Lego of the whole, yeah.
Yep. Kizzle with the 5. Dirt, what's with all this capping for the ROG Xbox? We saw you outside posting. We saw you posted outside Best Buy waiting for the Switch 2. The shiny head was a dead giveaway. That wasn't me, you asshole. That wasn't me.
Was there a video or some shit out there?
I don't know. I have no idea. You know damn well I don't like Nintendo like that.
I want to add something to this business update.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why PlayStation is still making good money right now, and people say, "Oh, it's the most profits made. Is doing this, is doing that. PlayStation is great," and Phil Spencer and the team got killed for this day. SIE has talked about this now for the PlayStation 6 day. You know for a fact the cross-gen shit is going to be even worse.
I didn't even see this, Sean. I didn't even see this.
Yeah, this guy, I think we need to start following this guy. I think he follows me anyway because he gets some good information.
Yeah.
Because I just sent it now. Hey, there.
Let me pull
multi-generations. Nashina's talking about multi-generations there. What does that sound like to you, bro? PlayStation is hanging on. They want to keep all of them players. They don't want to reset. Them days are gone. Why can't PlayStation do a reset now?
They can't afford.
If you want to stick to the old ways, do a reset.
Nope. Those days are gone, Sean.
Well, I'm sure the reponies the reponies want to keep it the old ways. Tell PlayStation 4 to cut it off completely.
Yeah, bro. Listen, look at this. Good eye, as they say in baseball when when you don't swing at a bad pitch. Good eye. Sean, I didn't see this. SIE president just said that in PS6, Sony will be all about cross-gen games. Remember, Sean, with the PS5, they were saying we believe in generations. Notice how that wording has changed? 100%. Even though Xbox was transparent and said, yo, the first couple of years, we're going to put games on Xbox One and Xbox Series. And people roasted them. Remember that? I know you remember, because that was like 2020. They got destroyed. See, this is that shit that pisses me off, man. This is why we need channels like this. This is why we need channels like us, bro. They destroyed Xbox, and that the whole time, Jim Ryan was lying about that generation shit.
That Spider-Man Miles Morales, bro. That shit was a pure cup.
Yep.
They knew that shit was coming, bro.
West.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok. All those was cross-generation.
All them tentpole IPs, cross-generations.
Sean, to be honest, the only games they dropped this generation that was only on PS5, Spider-Man 2, Returnal, Raquel and Crack. That's it, ain't it? I believe
I'm not sure there's one more. I'm not sure if there's one more, but
well, anyway.
That's crazy. Even don't forget that GT7 was a cross-gen game.
It was. But
do you remember? Let me remove this for a second. Do you remember they had that shit as a PlayStation 5 exclusive? They had that shit as a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Astrobot. Don't forget Astrobot.
That shit could have been on the PS4 if it had that damn controller. You know, the same shit.
Yeah.
Sean, are you bringing that back up, though? Because I didn't finish reading
sorry.
that, though. Yeah.
Sorry.
Because, bro, they're already saying it. PlayStation makes its bread from PlayStation Plus and DLC, and as a significant portion of $124 million still pays Sony through PS4. Nishino had no problem declaring the future is multi-generational. Wow.
That's crazy.
Listen, I believe what he's saying. I believe what the CEO or like the president, bro. Even I said when the next Xbox comes out, those days of it blowing us away, those days are gone. Because we're going to have games on the Xbox Series and the next Xbox for some years. EA is just starting to stop making, like this year, they're stopping making their games for last generation.
Yeah.
5 years into the gen. Yeah. 5 years into the gen. And Call of Duty and 2K haven't stopped yet. I'm telling you, bro. PlayStation, the PS, at this point, only the hardcore like us is going to go out there, rush, and get that new console, bro. And I'm talking about the same thing with the PS6, the same thing with the Xbox. Because, man, people are still on the PS4, bro. And see the prices of these consoles? Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Even it says here, like at the bottom, we will provide new ways for players to access the platform and experience our content and services.
Yep.
In the future,
bro, I'm telling you, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. I ain't even see that part.
Yeah, that's a guy I need to talk to because I've seen him. He's got some good stuff. That's a guy we need to follow, bro. When it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah, I just followed him.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, he actually got a clip.
Yeah, he's got a clip, that 2-minute clip. So I'm gonna play that next, bro.
He got the clip. People said they ain't believe him.
Yeah, they don't believe him, bro. The clip. Are you ready for that clip there?
Yeah.
Is there any super chats?
Nope.
Right, this is the clip here. So this is what I love, the receipts, and this guy pulls the receipts out, Playboy.
Receipts.
Now listen to this shit. from the one and only the CEOs.
Our console business has evolved into a multifaceted platform, and we now have a large ecosystem of highly engaged players across both the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4 generations. So naturally, therefore, there's a huge interest in our next generation console strategy. While we cannot share further details at this stage, the future of the platform is top of mind. We are committed to exploring a new and enhanced way for players to engage with our content and services.
Typically, when we launch a new next generation console, operating income amount and segment margin declines in the year of launch. Should investors expect the same thing to happen if we launch a next generation console in the future?
So as Nishino-san mentioned, we're still
if.
exploring what the future of our platform would look like. So therefore, whilst we cannot provide any further guidance on operating income in future years, I would like to re-emphasize that our financial profile as a business has evolved in line with our strategy. So we've reduced traditional cyclicality, as you describe it, by establishing a large ecosystem of players across both the PS5 and PS4 generations, which provides recurring revenues. So this has driven overall high and stable level of spend on content and services, which, by the way, now constitute over 2/3 of our revenue, providing a consistent, predictable, and profitable base of our revenue. PS5 represents our most engaged players, with the highest spend per player versus prior generations. But our PS4 players as well are still active and spending as well. So by providing players with increasing options of how to access the platform, we're able to better target the different play patterns and monetization profiles of different customer segments. And as we continue to drive a multi-generational ecosystem into the future, we'll provide new ways for players to access the platform and experience our content and services.
Multi-generational.
Do you like that clip?
Yeah.
That boy came with the receipt, Playboy.
Multi-generational.
Multi, so that means PS4, PS5, and PS6, and Pro. That's what that means to me.
Yeah, bro. And you know, see, this is the thing. People would say, yo, but Xbox, we know what Xbox is doing. Xbox put everything on the table.
Plain and simple.
The reason we're talking shit, y'all know why we talking shit, because of the PlayStation fanboys.
Yeah.
100%. See, Shaan, they think, like, you know how I always talk about how, like, the biased mother or the biased parents and their kid is, like, flawless. Is their kid is the best thing walking. And then reality hits them when they kind of realize their kid really ain't all they thought he was.
He ain't shit.
Yeah. This is what we're trying to tell these ponies. Listen, man, PlayStation, this is not the same PlayStation that you guys think they are. They are doing things to survive. They are doing things to keep their company successful. You can't be successful if your games are not succeeding. People need to realize they're doing what they have to do. They don't give a shit about J-Tech losing his damn mind. They don't care about J-Dub out there crying or saying this. They don't care if that Tim Dog is an Xbox hater. They don't care about that. They're about their business. We know what Xbox is doing. Xbox made their decision. They chose their path, and they're already doing what they have to do, and they're succeeding at it. PlayStation is trying to figure out what they're going to do. They looked at the numbers, Shaan. They see, bruh, microtransactions and subscriptions makes all of the money for PlayStation, not console sales. Stupid ass ponies. It's not console sales. Now, console sales are important. I'm not saying it's not important, because if they didn't sell consoles, they wouldn't put, like have the microtransactions. But people need to realize this is what's happening. This is what they have to do. When they make a PS6, there's not going to be any PS6.
There's no ifs, no buts, nothing like that. I expect, let's say the PlayStation 6 launches in 2028. Let's just say that for safe measures. And let's say the next game is, I don't know, maybe, let's say God of War. The new God of War comes out then. Or the new sci-fi game they're supposed to be making. there's not going to be a question if that's going to be current gen only or cross gen. You know for a fact that answers out there right now. No question. If ponies come out and say, guys, what do you think? Someone like fucking Mooch's podcast, guys. I think God of War, the next God of War, the next IP from Sony Santa Monica, is gonna be next gen only. You're fucking delusional. They're telling you right now. It's just like what you just mentioned. Xbox putting the games in more places. We know what's up. These guys are telling you multi generations moving forward. I'm back some of this stuff. I'm sure if God of War and these type of games were current gen only, bro, them games wouldn't sell like that. This current gen, GT, all that stuff. It's going to be funny though, because we're going to be proven right. Phil Spencer's going to be proven right as well.
Yep.
That you got to do something different in business. It's business. You got to run a profitable business, plain and simple. And that's what's happening right now. And they're telling you, these guys, when we said that Jim Rand left and I feel like he was pushing a live service or like BS, it failed. It's a failure so far. They're going to continue to try. They'll continue to try a live service push and expand in different ways when it comes to the gaming platform ecosystem. But I will say this. When that time comes, I feel like the ponies are going to still be in denial. They're not going to believe it, what's going to be happening. And we'll be laughing at them dudes when that happens. What PlayStation's doing.
Yep. And Tim Dog, stupid ass, still talking shit. You saw what Ray just put in the DM.
Yeah, bro. Like,
you know what? I want PlayStation to go this route. Not just for the shit talking, but just to see the power on all these guys' faces.
Yeah.
If PlayStation did the exact same shit Xbox doing. And the fucking arrogance these guys have, man. Yeah. The arrogance, bro. It's insane. It's insane.
It's unreal, bro. They're the Super Chess player.
Oh, man. Kizzo with the two. They sound half asleep. Even they know it's shit. Facts, bro. Jay Rimmer with the 5. Shaan, play some of that crash out from Pony Tech.
Pony Tech?
Yeah, man.
Is he talking about this one?
Loving you is easy call. You're beautiful.
Nah, man. He talking about J Tech.
Oh, J Tech. We only got this.
Oh, fuck!
You know, I would say this before we move on to something else. When it comes to the PlayStation, the future business update, I just want to see that one. You know, like, I know who's got that bet with you, Raiden Blade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he said there's going to be PC day one or come to the box as well or something like that, bro. And apparently that's supposed to be coming out next year, according to PlayStation, you know, Intergalactic. And yeah, we'll see how that all goes. But guess what's not coming out this year, there? The Bungie next game is off the list.
Oh, man.
Did you notice that there?
Yeah, I noticed it.
You noticed it?
I think I was one of the first people that tweeted about it because I was like, has anybody, well, actually old school tweeted about it. And I noticed,
old school, yeah.
Is anybody talking about how they all of a sudden, first it was September 23rd is the exact date it was supposed to drop. Now they're saying, oh, it'll release before March 2026. So nobody ain't talking about that, right? That's why I say, is Marathon delayed? Because ain't nobody talking about it.
Bro, that game is, I believe, is pushed to 2026 now, March or something. Old school wasn't playing that shit.
Sony admits marathon feedback. We've been varied, but insists it will avoid repeating Concord mistakes and commits to launch by the end of March 2026. Bruh, Concord scared, man. Bro, think about this shit. Concord sold 25,000 copies, bro.
That's
worldwide, Shaan.
That's crazy.
Oh,
bro.
my God. Shaan, they are scared to death. They can't afford this game to be a flop, bro. And I'm sorry. I think it's inevitable. This game is going to flop. They're trying their best to avoid it, Shaan, but there's some shit you just can't avoid, bro.
It looks like it, man. It looks like it when it comes to it. Like even like with the Haven game, yo, that's in trouble as well.
That's gonna be canceled. I think Marathon's gonna come out because I don't think they can afford to cancel it. they're gonna try just to hope and pray that it does something.
You're
Haven,
lucky
that
he's multi-platform.
Fair Games is getting canceled, bro. That shit getting canceled.
It has to.
Bro, they're scared to death. Shaan will be perfect for a live action Bebop.
I actually like the Ninja Turtles too.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, this is insane. This is insane, man. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it as well, bro. I know it's nice to see all of this stuff happen. That like, regardless how PlayStation does well with this console, and some of the IPs are selling good, all that stuff. Some of the smaller games are overall, but they need to do something. Like that's what frustrates me. Like, no, that's what makes me laugh. Is when they say PlayStation does it, the old ways, the right way. They're doing their own shit.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta do something that's gonna help them. You may not like it, but them games you talking about sold 20 million back in the days or overall. I'm not surprised. Listen to me there. I'll pull something from a pony again. A pony again. Now, I'm gonna pull something up from 1 second. What's this shit here? There it is. I'm gonna pull this up. Now the games are sold dope. Do you know what I mean there?
Mm-hmm.
You can look at the games here. As you can see.
Herman Host,
go for it.
Sorry,
Go for it.
Herman Host confirms in the latest PlayStation. You notice Nib only post the positive shit.
Yeah, 100%.
In the PlayStation's G and NS presentation, Ghost of Tsushima has sold over 13 million copies. That's the third new IP from PlayStation in just over a decade that sold really well. Horizon Zero Dawn did 24 million. The Last of Us 27 million. You bro, like, and you notice how the sequels of both of those games sold way less.
Yeah, and the reason why The Last of Us sold 27 million, I'm not surprised. Look at this shit. Your punk ass got that shit 3-4 times. No wonder that shit sold 27 million. Look at this punk.
But like seriously, why did the sequel sell much less? Because both of those games were cross generation.
That's right.
Last of Us 2, that was on PS4. Horizon Forbidden West is on PS4 and PS5. Why did those games sell much less? I'm telling you, bro, something's going on, man.
You know the first games there. Let's be real. When we had when we won the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 gen, we got the God Awards, we got the Horizons, we got the Last of Us and PlayStation 3 back in the days. Last of Us 2, we reviewed that as well over the weekend. We did that shit, but we didn't do it this time like that. Do you know what I mean?
Last of Us is dirt hot. Shaan, I'm gonna tell you right now. Go ahead, they can clip me. Death Stranding 2? I don't expect that game to do well at all. It might sell a few million. I don't expect it to do well. You know why?
Is it current gen only? It's current gen, ain't it?
Yeah, it's PS5 only. This is why I think with part one, people was just interested. People was like, yo, I gotta get this Kojima game. Play this shit. Like, oh man, this shit trash. Part two, the trailers, the cussings look incredible, but when you see the gameplay,
listen, we always talked about the engine.
Yeah.
That engine's incredible.
But when you see the gameplay, it's the same shit, bro.
Yep.
Walking around in the open ass desert. So it might sell a few million, but I don't think it's gonna kill it. I really don't.
Gonna be interesting there. I'll see how it all plays out. Notice how you just put The Last of Us. Yeah, they're not gonna put all that shit, bro, because all of them games sold well on the PlayStation 4. The PS5, they're not talking.
Why the PS5 games ain't selling like that, Shaan?
I'm not. Do you know that's a good question now? To be honest,
I don't know, bro.
Like even Yoshida mentioned that the sequel of Last Horizon didn't sell as what we expected to do compared to the first one.
I'm curious, why aren't their first party games selling like that? I don't know, bro.
Maybe just a lot of people are moved to the PC side as well from that generation.
Maybe.
I didn't buy them games. Do you know the sequels?
Yeah.
Besides God of War Ragnarok, but that's
maybe
it.
you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Thank you, Therapist with the 5. That PlayStation fragrance smell like shit. How many L's they going to have? Ponies wake up like that shit. You smelling not coffee. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. This is really weird, bro. Not necessarily weird. It's just this is not for us, Sean, because this is shit we talked about all the time. This is no surprise to us because this is what they have to do. We always talk about how Nintendo games are a little different because of their budgets. The type of games Nintendo makes, they're kiddie games.
Yeah.
They don't have the same budgets as Xbox and PlayStation or even third party. They don't. Their hardware isn't as powerful.
Nowhere near.
They can get away with this shit still. Their biggest game is Mario Kart right now. Not saying it's a bad game, but it's a kiddie game. And it's doing well. The Switch 2 is doing well. So, and guess what Xbox is doing? Let's put some games on your platform, my man.
Talking about Xbox there and what they're doing right now, player. Let's talk about it. I'm sure you said it. I sent it earlier today, and Carl, you did send it in the chat as well. Talking about what they're doing on that, what Xbox is doing. Xbox Zoom in. Derek Strickland, we have used this guy as a source for a minute there. So break it down. What is Xbox doing overall as well?
With record-breaking quarterly earnings, a multitude of content and services, and reportedly 35 million plus Xbox Game Pass subscribers, Xbox looks to be on the up and up. Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer says Xbox is enjoying really good success right now. Thank you, ponies. Killing it, bro. They're doing well right now. Had another successful showcase. Doing a lot of good things right now, and people don't like it. They're still, like Joey said, was that a couple weeks ago? All of the news has been about Xbox for the most part this year.
Everything's about regarding Xbox,
yeah. Like this week was about to showcase the handheld. Not handheld, bro. Who said it last night? Damn.
Was it Razer Ultron? No.
It might have been Razer Ultron. Somebody said, was it the board game Renegade? Somebody said last night.
The board game said it. The native part. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that. I'm not talking about that part. Yeah, that was board game that said no PlayStation handheld has ever played PlayStation games natively. But somebody else said it, because I do want to give them a shout out. They said, yo, Dirt. Hold on. Let me put how did he say it? He said, fuck. Did I lose my train of thought? Hold on, Sean. Give me a second. Say something while I think about what he said.
Talking about the business for Xbox, what they're doing right now, even the showcase. I do want to talk about the hate that Xbox Rogue Ally is getting as well, because I've seen some crazy shit, and the way these guys are going out of the way,
I remember.
It's unreal. Go for it.
I remember now. How they were talking about how that's not an Xbox, like we talked about handheld, that's not an Xbox, and that's not an Xbox, and blah, blah, blah. Then I said, yo, man. So he said, didn't these ponies say was acting like these games published by PlayStation were PlayStation games? No, they just published them. They didn't own that studio. Yeah. They didn't make the game. They just published it. Now, what does that sound like, Sean? They didn't make the handheld.
They didn't make it. The partnership.
They just partnered with it. Put their button on there. Same shit. Now, I forgot who said that last night, a dark man, but he said the same shit. But they want to say, oh, that's not an Xbox. Well, that game is not a PlayStation game, bitch.
Now let's talk about what's going on with the Xbox handle, the Xbox Rogue Ally, the partnership. When the Xbox Rogue, someone talked about this on, maybe it might have been WBG or T, I can't remember now. The amount of, even like you showed a clip of Doc as well. Shit. Doc as well. The amount of ponies, even the old Xbox flip-floppers, they're going after this Xbox partnership handle. I've never seen the hate so much for the Xbox handle. The Rogue Ally partnership.
Crazy.
Never
bro.
ever seen it.
Crazy.
The amount of people who were making fun of Xbox marketing, including ourselves, go, we understand the marketing isn't the best, but we understand what they were trying to say. Because you can play your games on the Fire Stick and all that stuff. But this is a bit different. Asus ROG Ally has been out there for a minute. But because this is a partnership, Xbox has worked closely with the team. The UI is more seamless, obviously, which will come later on a later date for the other handhelds. It's got the Xbox handles, the impulse triggers, more powerful as well. All of that shit. The Xbox button, all of a sudden, they're all crying over the button as well now.
Button, bro.
I've never ever seen so many people hate it that much, and I think the reason why they're hating it is because they can see the future when it comes to the UI like this. What games are there from PlayStation in the Xbox, this new partnership with the ROG Ally?
Two of them bitches. Oh, three. I'm sorry. I see Spider-Man 2. I see The Last of Us Part 2, and over there in the corner on the right, I see
Horizon. Yeah, I'm sure it's safe to say when the new Xbox next gen. Now, guys, we know. Tom Warren has confirmed that it's been the official handle from Xbox is being cancelled. He's talked about that, hasn't he? But the next gen console is still coming on full steam ahead.
Your boy Tim still think that's going to be canceled.
That's bull as well. Yeah, he believes it's still. We'll see how it all plays out. I feel like what's happening right now, they can see the future of the UI and the future of the next gen Xbox console. It's going to be more refined, more better when the time comes for the next gen console. You can see that shit right now. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be more for open platform. And the way they're showing it, like you got Dustin Legary talking about it. I believe some of the Iron Lords guys have played it, Lord Cognito, Linus Paris. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing Paris's. Has he put a video out there?
Yeah. I don't know if it was on his channel, but he definitely has some type of video out for it.
Yeah. If they can pull this off and make people understand what it is, a next-gen Xbox console. First of all, guys, I would say this. Do not expect the next-gen X... Now, let me take this back. Let me add something. Now, I know all of these PlayStation podcasters out there, or these ponies on Twitter right now. Why would Xbox make money? They're raising the prices on the console. They partner with this. They're losing money. They're losing money on this and that, R&D, all that stuff. Listen here, you dumb bitch. You answered your own question. The next Xbox is going to cost a pretty penny. They ain't losing money on that shit anymore. They're going to be losing $100 on that shit. $150. Them days are long gone. So they can afford to put a next-gen console out at fucking real retail price. You know that shit's going to be $800-900 there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, if they are saying if it's gonna be a powerful console, that shit's gonna be $800 minimum, I reckon. Damn. For the beast one. So they can put an Xbox console out and don't lose money on it instantly, whereas before they were losing money on these hardwares at launch. That's not gonna happen now.
Those days are long gone, bro.
100%.
They ain't doing it. They ain't doing it no more.
You know that before you get the super chat from the homie, what's your take on like overall taking it all in and all of the hate over the Xbox ROG Ally partnership? Like, what is done? Like, look at the damage it's doing so far.
Yeah, oh my god, bro. I talked about it last night. It's just them being full of shit. Like Dark said, bro. The only reason they hate it is because it has Xbox partnership. Just that button being on that handheld has caused tears, Shaan.
Yeah.
Tears. That's the only reason. Like Dark said, bro. They didn't do videos about the ROG Ally. They didn't even talk about it. PC guys talked about it. Ponies didn't talk about that. Now, announced at the Xbox Showcase 2025. Xbox button on it. When you boot it up, the Xbox UI pops up. Oh, now it's a problem. Now we got guys doing 1 hour videos bashing it. Nigga, what is this? Oh.
What about Marlon Gaming there?
What about him?
He said no chance. Never
Well,
gonna happen.
He's wrong. He's wrong.
Has he done a follow? Has anybody watched his next? If he's done any
I
content,
didn't see. Yeah.
has he done a follow up and saying, "Oh shit"?
I didn't see. I don't know, but that's it, Sean. It's strictly 100% because Xbox has something to do with this handheld. D Bash is losing his mind. It's a PC handheld, man. What are you guys doing? Sean, I said it last night on Dark Man. If you didn't watch it, I talked about last year when Xbox had that this is an Xbox ad. This is an Xbox ad. They roasted it, Sean. They laughed. Guys like Tim Dog laughed. The console was dead. The console was dead. Xbox is dead. Like Doc Dark said, Ponies went out there and said the next Xbox hardware would not be made by Xbox.
In-house. Yeah, it won't be in-house.
And like Doc Dark said, they was 100% right. But what are they doing? Instead of saying I was right, they're saying, oh, it's not Xbox. Xbox did a whole campaign letting people know what they're about to do. They're going to have multiple devices run their shit, play their games. That's what they did, Sean. So Microsoft just teased its next gen Xbox console and nobody noticed it. Microsoft Xbox handheld work is an early look at the next Xbox consoles. It's a big week for Xbox and this week's notepad issue. Live now for subscribers. 100%. This is something. This is what the next Xbox console is most likely going to be. Something very similar to this handheld. Right? So what's going on? They don't like it, Sean. They don't like anything Xbox related at all.
Right.
What was Moose thumbnail last night? Is it an Xbox or not? I didn't listen to it, but I'm pretty sure they was hating on it. I'm pretty sure they was hating on it. So that's why I hate all of them, John. I ain't lying to you, bro. Because they're not genuine people. They're not. All of a sudden, this is the worst thing. Like that tweet from Foxy UK. It's not an Xbox. Okay.
Well, he was kind of upset because he was saying Sony will block that shit, Foxy Game, but then he came back and he apologized.
Yeah.
Foxy Game went away for a minute, but he was they can't block the games because Dustin and these guys just booted straight into it, and that is the future.
Yep.
That is the future when it comes to the Xbox UI right now. You can see it what they're trying to do.
They ain't blocking it, bro. But like I said,
they ain't gonna do shit.
Like I said yesterday, you know what they gonna say? Well, PlayStation didn't put the games on Xbox; they just put them on Steam. That's gonna be their way out.
I know. I don't know if you listened to that part when I was saying. Do you know what they're gonna say when the next Xbox comes out with the UI? This is not an Xbox. That's what they're gonna say. When the new Xbox comes out, they're gonna say that.
Yeah, you're
this
right.
This is not an Xbox.
You're right.
It's a PC. Like that's what they're gonna say. I'm willing to bet £100.
Yeah, you're right.
That when the UI comes, like you can see it now. That UI is exactly better in the next gen Xbox. They're gonna say that's not an Xbox. It's a PC with an Xbox badge.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna say.
That's what they're gonna say.
Sean, you already know, bro. That's 100% what they're going to say. And yeah, but when the advertisement came out, Sean, they were having a field day. This is the Xbox. That's an Xbox. This is a terrible ad. That's the Xbox. That's the Xbox. Xbox is telling you what they're going to do. A TV. Yes, you can play. Like there's the Xbox app on that TV. You can play that. They still have their consoles. They have a PC. They was telling you. Now they have a handheld. That ain't an Xbox. Okay, bro. Okay. The board game Renegade with the 2. If it's not an Xbox, why'd they use it for console?
He ain't lying about that, bro.
Yep. Dave Reeves with the 5. If Halo, Gears of War, or Forza is Xbox Holy Trinity, is it safe to assume The Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man, and Horizon is PlayStation's Holy Trinity? Whole slate on Xbox Raw. Well, I don't even know, bro. Like they ain't even making no more Last of Us right now. I guess they still doing the God of War. I don't know, bro.
You know, I will say this. Sorry, get the super chats.
The Anger Therapist with the 5. I wish I could have seen Jeff's face when he saw the Asus Xbox Ally. Seeing his face, knowing the fact that PlayStation games on the Xbox device. Jeff is a POS.
I wish, man. I wish I could see that shit, bro.
Yeah. The Anger Therapist with the 5.
Shout out to you, homie, man. Respect.
Shout out him.
You know, let me add something to this UI. I'm not sure how it's going to be implemented when it comes to the Xbox console, but you got to understand that. I know you don't normally mess about with stuff like this, but someone like me or some of the homies in the chat, and I'm sure you send it in some of the DMs as well. If it's from what them dudes, man? What's his name, man? Bloody hell. I forgot the names, Black Viking and the other dude, Asante and them guys, you know what I mean? That crew, I forgot the names now. They mess about with emulation on them handhelds. Like, if it's Nintendo Switch, you can go back to the Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, all them type of games, Nintendo Switch games. If the Xbox, I could play some of the Nintendo games, Xbox games, you know, when we could do that emulation, but they're taking it off now. Now, if the next Xbox is like a bit for open platform-ish, like similar to, say, the Rogue Ally X, it can boot up to Windows if you needed to. You'll be able to do emulations there of every console prior. I'm talking about Sega Master System, all the way up to Nintendo Wii, Switch, them games you talking about, the arcades, the MK arcades, Sega Dreamcast, Genesis, Saturn, you name it there, right up to the Nintendo Switch, if it's got the amount of horsepower it should have, you'll be able to do all of that shit if it allows you to do what it does on Windows. You can do that shit now. People say to me that I got the Steam Deck, or I got the new Asus Ally X. I play my Nintendo Switch games on that. Just think about that.
Emulation.
If it's gonna have that emulation, if it has the open platform, it's gonna be interesting, bro. If you can do that, that's gonna be really interesting, bro. If they allow that, trust me, it can be a hell of a machine. That. But we know for a fact that whatever games on Steam from PlayStation will be playable.
It's gonna work,
and that's what they don't like.
Well, man, like somebody put earlier when Destin, pretty much his first comment on that video.
He did that shit on purpose, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, he did on purpose. Shit. Hell yeah. I downloaded Spider-Man too, and it worked. Miles Morales, that's what he said, yeah. They ain't get there with the 5. Shaan, if they don't do that, it means they can't say shit about PlayStation games on it. LOL, Sony can't do shit. Yeah, Sony in trouble.
Get this last one, because let's add what Carl we told us, talked about in the chat, in the DMs as well, quickly.
Javier with the member for 33 months.
What up? What's going on?
Still wish we had something other than a bum ass remake for Halo. These mother effers can show Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76, and even Rare's lazy pirate ass, but crickets for Halo. Halo coming next year, bro. Calm down, killer. Halo remake. Halo 1 remake is coming next year, bro. Like they're trying to hold it for next year, for the 25th anniversary, bro.
You know, like Carl Weaver was talking to us in the DMs, and he goes, if you remember this day, he said that when it comes to the Steam OS, there's certain things that's not that good on it. And let me just 1 second. Let me do what? Let me just read it out properly. And that's a good point, because I agree with him when it comes to that stuff as well. What Xbox is trying to do, let me see, 1 second. So yeah, like what he's guessing now, this is what he's saying right now. You know what? I'll show it, because it's nothing bad anyway. He's a smart dude anyway. I'll show it.
Yeah.
And you can break it down now. Go for it, and let's see if the chat agrees with him, like what it could be like in the future.
Hey, yo, Jose. Hey, man, Javier, man, why are you upset about something, bro? They're doing another mainline Halo, but they're also doing a remake for next year, bro. 6 years of nothing, bro. They've been dropping. What are you talking about? 6 years of nothing. They've been dropping updates the whole time for like Halo Infinite content. Calm down, killer.
Killer.
Wow. So now we have Steam Deck fanboys attacking Xbox. Apparently, this is the one time where competition isn't a good thing. My guess is they know if Xbox solves the UI, UX problems with Windows and provides a gaming-focused Windows environment, excuse me, it is probably going to kill Steam OS. I said it before, Steam OS is actually pretty bad outside of the UI. It doesn't even properly support basic things like HDR. I had a Steam Deck before I got my first Ally and later the LIX. I got frustrated with the compatibility issues on Steam OS. I returned the deck. Interesting.
And that's the competition. We heard that just when you wrote that article, they're more concerned about Steam trying to take over because they're pushing out their own OS as well on the LIX. They're like, shit, we got to do something here.
Yeah.
And we talked about, I don't know if you remember, we talked about this. We said that what Xbox is doing with this partnership, use them guys, use the Asus ROG guys, learn how to make your UI properly, get it all perfected for the next gen consoles or the next gen handle as well. Get all of the bugs out of there, and when you launch your own shit, it'll be perfection. And that's what they need to do. Because if you can't, like what Dustin and all of these guys are saying, they're making it seamless when it comes to like getting to the games, accessing the games as well. That's how you do it. If they can achieve that, more and more people have, you know what? This is not bad, this platform. Xbox, they call it the Xbox PC. It's not going to be called Windows Gaming anymore.
Right.
It'll be called Xbox PC or something. That's what they're pushing. That's what we've been seeing recently. If they can manage that, we could have a winner. It could be really good for the handheld market, the PC market, all of that stuff. If they can do it, bro. And don't forget the Xbox team has been helping with them. Because we watched them documentaries, the Power On. Remember the Windows team versus the Xbox team?
Yeah.
They always had issues.
Yeah. Hey man, the gamer man, yo man, it is Xbox is in the name, bro.
What's he talking about?
He said the Xbox doesn't even have his name on the ROG Ally X. It has the Xbox logo. No, it's called the ROG Xbox Ally.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And it's not like people say it's not exactly the same. Besides from the UI, when it later comes to, it's not the same. It's got the Xbox handles, the impulse triggers, obviously its own dedicated button, all that stuff, and it's more powerful, that handle, compared to the previous ones that's out now.
Yep.
See, Dustin Lambert, here we go. He goes, he's heard, I'm not sure if this is legit or not, that only 66% is compatible with Steam right now, the games.
That's it?
66%, which are Steam verified or something. When they talk about verified or something, that's what I'm talking. Like, I reckon they can get ahead of that. If they can make their platform even better or compete, bro, they could have a good competition against them guys as well.
See, that's it though. Man, you think it'd be a little better than that?
Yeah,
That's crazy, bro. I know Sarah Bond. See, listen, you can call it what you want to call that shit, bro. Because we saw, I think what Chaya Walker left it on in the DM. The official name they're calling it on their website is ROG Xbox Ally.
That's right.
And this is, from the ROG website. That's what they're calling it. So I guess it's up to you what you want to call it. Xbox ROG Ally. I like Xbox ROG Ally better, but they're saying ROG Xbox Ally. So we'll see.
Well, it's a partnership, bro. It's a partnership. If I do a partnership with you, and we call it the Mooch and Crap Show. It's a partnership. Xbox team is helping them build that device. Bro, there's a 10-minute video out there.
Yeah.
The ROG team and that Windows, all of them helping each other. to build a perfect handheld. I don't get these dudes, bro. It's not like what was it? Asus went out of nowhere. You know what? Let me steal the Xbox logo. Let me steal the impulse triggers and the handles. Let me steal the UI. Let me just put it in our. Let's put it in our shit. No, it's a partnership.
That's what it is. That's what a
You can't do that
is.
shit.
That's what a partnership is.
I don't understand these dudes. Like these ponies on Twitter right now.
Don't cry, man. Tell them move on, bro.
Peel them. I will pull up one of these days. I got a week coming next week. I'll pull up, bro. Don't worry about it.
See, I said last night if you came to my show, Shaan. Come on, man. You sounded real sore right there, man.
Yeah.
Come on my show.
I don't get these dudes that like on Twitter. It's a partnership. It says Rogue Ally didn't came out of nowhere and said, you know what, I'm gonna steal that shit.
Right.
I'm gonna steal the UI. Like
Right.
I don't get these dudes.
Let me steal the
Come
Xbox
on, man.
button. Yeah.
Yeah, they stole the buttons, they stole the impulse triggers, the UI, everything. They did all that. They needed help. Xbox wanted help as well. And what did they do? They came with they had a partnership, and that's what they produce. Plain and simple.
Pino said, "Yo, you need to be
Oh,
the
shit.
last one crying about that doctor's appointment." Hey, let me
Hey,
tell you
yo.
something. What shit y'all in a couple days ago? That was disrespectful. You just crying because another grown man won't come on your show. Come on my show. If you was there, you would have heard me talk about that. Please come on my show. Paris came on my show.
Some funny
Come on,
shit, bro.
Come on, bro. Stop begging for a nigga to come on your show. If he come, he come. He don't, bro.
Pull up Fuzzy's comment, please, because he's
You
breaking
ain't
it
talking
down.
about my age. Nah, fuck that doctor shit. I'm talking about you crying about it, Sean coming on your show. Fuck me going to the doctor. We ain't talking about that shit. Talking about how old I am. No, we ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you crying about Sean. Come on my show. Please come on my show, Sean. Stop it, man. Stop begging for people to come on your show, bro. If he come, he come. You offer for him to come. He'll come when he can. If he don't come, don't worry about it. Move on.
Bro, this can't be real, bro. This can't be real, bro. No chance.
What's that?
Don't say this. This has to be fake, bro. Come on.
That's fake, bro.
That's fake, bro. It can't be real, bro. Come
It's
on.
like 40 something. That's who did that?
Chaos Law. No. What's his name? Bro, that can't be real, bro.
Oh, that's
Come
fake,
on.
bro. That's fake. I just saw it. It's like 40 something, bro.
Are you sure, bro?
Yeah,
Chaos
I'm on
Law.
Metacritic. It's like 43, bro.
Are you sure, bro? Come on. Bro, let me see. That can't, bro. Let me
Yeah,
see.
come
Just in
on,
case.
man. Yeah.
Just in case. Bro, come on. Bro, that can't. Yeah, shit, man. This can't.
I did not
come
say it's
on.
my game of the year, Lord Louis. Stop.
You did say that, you piece of shit.
Hey, that's funny, though.
No, it's 43, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit 43,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, man. I was like, no chance, bro. That's
He
a good
was like,
edit.
did he say he was joking or did he fall for it?
I'm not sure, man.
He can't be
was
that
like,
slow.
oh,
He
I don't
can't
know,
be
bro.
that slow to fall for that. It's
That's some
come on.
funny shit, bro.
97, bro.
It's a 43, yeah, bro. Oh, man.
Hey,
Oh,
none
that's
of
some
us
funny
won, by
shit.
the way. None of us. We're all over.
That was the dumbest. That was, bro. That was stupid. That game was. I don't
That
know
was
what happened
funny,
with that
bro.
game, but
Hold on.
Yeah, that put-
What were you about to
what's
say?
up?
So he really, hold up. What did he say on it?
He said, "Let me pull it up. Let me see. Let me pull it up. How I lost him, man. Oh,
That's
man.
funny. Hold on. I'll look at it. Chaos Legends.
It's chaos.
Lounge,
It
bro.
was Chaos Lounge, yeah. Bro, that was some funny shit. That is, bro. Bro, that's some
Oh,
funny
man.
shit.
Oh, that's funny, bro. Let me see. Let me look at this shit myself.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. Have you got it?
Dog, he fell for it, bro. He said definition of paid reviews. Oh my god. Peter Ovio was like, "You so gullible." Bro. Come on, I know.
man.
Now, he fell for that shit.
Oh,
Hold on, let me pull this
man.
back up, Sean. Let me pull this back up.
That's a you pull it, bro. That's
Bro,
a funny
fail
shit,
for.
bro.
He said definition of paid reviews. Game is so broken, but here we are. Remember, Sean, I was saying last night, I think on Thursday, I'm gonna have dumbass of the week.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think you oh, come on, there.
Bro, this
Come
is a
on, dude.
dumbass of the week.
Come on, dude.
Bro,
Come
so
on,
Pete
man.
Ovio was like, this is the real medical in the store. Stop being gullible. So
Oh,
did he
man.
say, I'm confused by
shit.
what I was being gullible about. Really? You confused by what you was being gullible about? Come on,
Oh,
bro.
man. That's a funny shit, ain't it? Dude?
Put Swing gave it a 30. Come on, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny, bro. He was like, "Yo, pay reviews." Come on, man. You know that shit wasn't about being on 97.
Yeah, man. That's some funny stuff,
man.
bro.
That's funny, bro. That was a good laugh. That was a good laugh.
Get his super chats play, bro. That's some funny
No, let me
shit,
say this,
man.
man. Like, P Lump is the homie, man, but he just need to humble himself, bro. Damn. You offer it. If he don't come, man. Shit. Move on. You can't complain about it every week. Shaan, you ain't come to my show leaving messages and shit. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Chill. The Angry Therapist with the two. Sony needs a partnership up, some exclusives. Partnership up, some exclusives. Oh,
Well,
they
that's
already
what they're
do,
doing
they
right
already
now.
do that. Yeah, they do that shit. I think you're gonna see less of it though. Honest Game with the two. Check Linus Raw 2023 versus Xbox Raw.
I watched
review.
that.
Oh, you did? Like, how was it?
It was good. It was good. It was a good breakdown.
So it is better.
Yeah, it's better. It's more. It's just better overall.
Yeah. New York Giant Man with the 10. Shaan Durt. Chrysler made my car, but they own it. Shaan, get on his show. He's begging worse than them poor begging whores. Spend some time with your son. He's crying out for attention.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Oh man. Anchor Banks with the 5. P Lump going to get a broomstick through his wheel spokes if he don't stop playing. Oh shit, man. This is Shaan the deadbeat papa. Dave Reezy. Spend time with your stepson.
Oh man. This is a funny shit.
All I'm
man.
saying, P Lump, bro, look. I'm just listen, man. I'll be trying to give advice, bro. Y'all don't have to listen to me. You ask the guy, you come on. He said, yeah, I'll come on the show. Okay, he'll come on when he can, man. Crying about it every week because you did the same shit last week. I'm just saying, man, just whatever, bro.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
He said, Shaan, don't come on my show. No, just don't say nothing, man. You offer it. You offer him to come on. If he come, he come. You don't. That's all you can do, bro. You can't be worried about it, man. Just keep on focusing on your show. That's all you can do, bro. Keep on doing your show, putting focus on your content, bro. That's all I'm trying to say, bro.
Call me a deadbeat dad. You piece of shit. That's the funny stuff, bro. You know what? Who's a deadbeat there?
Who that?
This nasty ass $2 piece of shit. I'm trying to talk that shit when it came to Final Fantasy. Rand was talking that shit. Chaz was talking that shit. How does it? Yeah, that's funny, ain't it? Man?
When did he do this? When did he post this?
I'll show you when he posted this. I believe
Does it
this
show
was
it at the bottom?
It will do.
Oh, this
24, bro.
Yeah. Oh wow. Bro, he talks too much. People got so many receipts on this dude, and he just won't shut up. I got him muted because I don't give a fuck what he say. But we got a lot of receipts on him.
Non-stop, bro. Non-stop.
They got like 200,000 tweets or some shit. Talk too much.
That's crazy, man.
Stop talking so much.
Yeah. Onyx the Gaming goes, he was talking about the review numbers, so you can see the difference of what a simple Xbox button and a branded can do. That's what we talked about earlier in the show. It's a branded partnership Xbox, and look what's it doing right now. You got everybody losing it. Just imagine when the Xbox comes out there and it does the same shit or better because the UI is better by then. Just imagine that shit. You know, I said it on TT. I can't wait, bro. You know, I just can't wait for that when that happens, man. I hope they announce it next year, like what they're gonna be doing with it, all that shit. Man, I just can't wait, man. When it comes to shit like that.
Hey, Shaan. So let me. So even though I was pissed off at you yesterday, I do gotta give you credit again. Like I said, I think I said this last night, bro. You was right about this fucking going back and forth. I know the console war isn't the same.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be, Shaan, I can see it right now. There's gonna be so much content with these next couple of years.
It's coming up again.
About games, content, stupid shit Pony say. Like today, stuff like today, the news that we got from Sony executives. Bro, there's some shit. We gonna have some stuff to talk about moving forward, bro. One, PlayStation don't have no games. Xbox has a lot of games. How will Ghost of Yote do? Still gaming in general. Still a lot of a lot of stuff to talk about that. We got Gamescom coming up. Not that Gamescom going to announce anything, but we still got Gamescom coming up. We got Tokyo Game Show. The VGAs like later this year. All of these games coming out. PlayStation, like what's going on with them? What's going on with the future of PlayStation? What's going on with Xbox? Next year, next year gonna be insane.
Next year.
With Xbox first party, GTA 6, if PlayStation drops something, if they have, will they have a showcase? Will they have a showcase this year? Because some guys still saying September. They might.
September again? I don't know, bro.
Will they? I don't know. So you was 100% right,
Comic-Con? Comic-Con?
Wait to Comic-Con. Hey,
oh man.
So you was 100% right, bro. You know, because I was like, oh man.
Let me tell you something. I wish I had fucking memory in my phone as well. Fucking memory's really low. I wanted to do a video about this handle the hate is getting. All these ponies are losing. I might still do it. I might try to delete all these videos or put them on the computer and then delete it. I'm gonna make sure. Hopefully, I want to start ramping up soon. Because when this handheld comes out, and when you get an Xbox guy talking that shit on Twitter, and they're showing the PlayStation games, all that stuff, bro.
Bruh, you know,
be ready for it. This holiday, be ready for it.
You know,
when that shit comes out, I'm gonna be ready for it. I'll get a new phone with the 512 GB all that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna be ready for it, bro. Plain and simple.
Yeah. As a YouTuber,
you talk about content now. Watch the content wrapped up when it comes to start ramping up the upcoming holiday.
Yeah,
be ready, player.
Telling you,
listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Be ready for
I'm ready.
The meltdowns.
I'll
be there with you. I'll be there.
My phone ready. I'm telling you, bro. It's a lot of content out there. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. And like this shit, this like console goes up and down, right? To where the positive Xbox news, bad Xbox news, positive PlayStation news. Pony's talking shit, bad PlayStation news. It goes up and down, bro. Like you always say, like there's some times, we gonna get a couple of, take hits. That's the word you use. Take hits. But then there's times like today, we talking shit, and I'm ready for. I'm here for it, bro. Because regardless of what people think, there's still a lot of bots in this community. There are.
That's right.
And I think channels like ours, even though some people try to shy away from the console war, people be console warm, bro. They're just not doing it as openly as us.
On that level, yeah.
100%, bro. People like to hear this shit. They might not admit it publicly, but trust me, they do. Trust me, they do. Bro, Rand yesterday was talking shit.
Well, you know why Rand gets pissed off now? Because they call him a liar. He's this, he's that, and then Jez on top of that as well. Jez is full of shit, and bro, what's gonna happen? Like, listen to me. There's a lot of things that Rand and Jez kind of know. Are they 100% right? No, nobody's 100% right, bro. But they do have information, and when they can see something on paper or they got leaks or something, they know what's going to be coming, but they don't know the timeline.
Yep.
That's the only downfall they don't have. That's the downfall they have. They don't know the timeline of that, of what's going to happen, or when it's going to happen.
Yep.
But I'm not surprised Run went after these dudes. They
Yeah,
said
me
that
too.
shit is coming, but the pony's there. What's funny about the pony was saying never coming. It's never. They still said it's never coming, even though Phil Spencer punk ass was there shaking the Trinity, whatever the fuck he was doing on Las Vegas or some shit
Yep.
at that event. It's still not coming. I don't get these dudes. I don't get them,
bro. I don't get it, bro.
Like we said, that game is bro. Look, the partnership. Square Enix came out multiple times talking about multi-platforms, all that shit.
Mention
Multiple
Xbox
times.
by name.
I don't get these dudes.
Mention Xbox by name. Sean said, "Yeah, Xbox a platformer." I was literally playing Final Fantasy 16 before the show started, Sean. Not that I even like Final Fantasy, but I'm playing that shit. It's alright so far. So I just beat this big plant dude like Little Shop of Horrors. You remember?
I love that movie. The basement, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a big plant.
Yeah, the big plant. What a movie! That's a great movie. That is.
Love that movie. Hey, but before I get out of here, because I gotta go, Sean. We gotta leave at 1. Hey, bro. This console war could be fun, but I don't know if you saw that story, bro, that happened in Vegas here in the States. These 2 YouTubers.
What? Yes.
Bro, that shit was insane.
I did see that clip because the guy came, shot him and his wife or something.
Bro. And like, dude was live streaming when the dude, you saw the dude walking the background.
YouTubers are they like? What kind of content do they do?
So I guess they were like, the guy that lived in Vegas, he was doing, I guess, I don't know. Talking about Vegas or stuff to do in Vegas. Hey, yo, Stronglium, look it up, bro. Look it up. All you gotta do is Google it.
I have seen the clip, yeah.
Hey, yo, Jay Rember, look it up, bro.
It was like last week.
It was last week.
Happened, yeah.
So they were both, and even the funny, like both of them had smaller channels than mine. I think. So they kind of been beefing for years, bro. But to the point they was getting personal. Remember how we said the console was fine as long as people don't get personal?
Yeah.
No, like they were YouTubers, people. I believe they were YouTubers, bro. Over a copyright strike, yeah, because like the black guy did the copyright strike on the Hispanic guy, something like. I don't do copyright strikes unless you trying to hurt me or some shit like that. But that shit was insane, bro. The shit was on camera, like. So the black guy who was like the victim, him and his wife were the victims. They visited Vegas. Now the Vegas is where the other guy lived. So the other guy found out there in Vegas. He like, hey, I'm looking for my friend. Bro, so they've been beefing for years, I guess. And the black guy got personal with him, called out his the Hispanic guy did a copyright strike. Whatever it was, they was beefing, bro. They was beefing strong. But it seemed like the black guy wasn't taking that serious. He was kind of laughing about it.
Yeah.
Bro, happened right on the strip. I've been to Vegas before. That strip be packed, busy. I said, damn. Hey, yo, Brian Scully, look it up on Google, bro. All you do is Google it. Oh, they copyright each other. Okay. It was insane, bro. Insane. And then
that's pure beef.
Didn't he kill his wife?
Wife, you can see it like when she's
then she grabbed the camera like.
Yeah.
Now this dude, I don't understand that logic. I'm about to get out of here, but I don't understand that logic. To where now you ain't never getting out. You got a double, murder. I don't want to say all that. You took out 2 people. You ain't never getting out of jail, bro.
The guy's finished, laughed off.
You ain't never getting out of jail.
I don't get that logic, and
I don't get that logic unless it's the mental issues.
In the States it's different, and it's getting bad over here.
Manny, that was his name, right? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and in the States it's a bit different because of the gun license thing you can do as well. Over here it's getting bad in the cities, which has been bad. Someone can take me. So a lot of people that wanted to do a hit on me once or twice, but not with guns, more like baseball bats, all that stuff. But I've got a big family, so I was okay. But what I'm trying to say, like, it gets to a point that like the beef can get a bit crazy. When like recently in the Xbox community, this is what I want to pull up, bro. We had people pull out guns on air. You remember them ones?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
It was stupid, bro. Like it was really stupid. Like some of the guys pulling out, a weapon yeah, we'll do this and do that, and that was to another pony as well.
Yeah.
We'll do this to you, we'll do that to you, and that was dumb. Even listen, we were bots, but we said that was just dumb. That was just stupid. That was
You
stupid.
should never
pulling
get
a
to
gun
that.
out.
You should never get to that, bro. Never. Like people doing personal stuff. Listen, bro, we can go back and forth all day about video games. That's cool. That's fun, bro. But when you get personal, start attacking people's family or
Kids and all
people's
that, yeah.
character, that's where we have a problem, man. And that stuff, that was insane. When I was watching that story, I was like, you got to be kidding me. 2 YouTubers, bro. Stuff that we do. YouTubers. And I was telling my wife about it. She was like, what? The what, bro? Could you imagine me beefing with a pony? Me and my wife in Vegas, and they kill me and her? She ain't nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really? It's crazy, bro. So,
You know, and I'm gonna close that now in a minute. I would say this: you gotta be very careful when that happens, but you gotta be careful on like speed. Have you ever seen a beef that speed and that guy's been having the Ashton something when they were running or something?
oh, that muscular dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speed beating him in like a 60-meter race. I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, Speed is athletic
4
as hell.
times.
That dude's athletic as hell.
Yeah, the guy's he's slim, he's fast as well. He's
Yeah.
good, you know. But they're beefing now. That could do you know
They
what,
beefing now?
They got a bit of beef because the Speed is talking shit.
Oh,
as
yeah,
well,
B
and
had
so on
called him a
that.
bitch ass nigga and all that.
Yeah, call him all that
Yeah,
bitch
yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
know
you
what
gotta
I'm
understand, like, you gotta understand, like, Kai Kenner, Sanet, Speed, and Aiden Ross, Neon. I see him on the Twitter. I don't watch him, but that's why I see the clips. Bro, I'm not surprised they got security guards with them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not surprised because if they're beefing with someone, for example, like, bro, it's easy to take them out.
Yeah.
One shot in the States, I see you done.
Yep, 100%. Know your giant man with the fire shine. Your son is going to turn to the life of crime if you don't spend time with him. He's going to be doing drive-bys in his wheelchair.
Oh, shit.
Come on, man.
Oh, shit.
Verge Brizzle with the 2. What up, Shaan Durt? Play my theme. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm about to get out of here now. Yeah, I know that was beef. I thought they just had the. I did hear Speed talking shit like, bitch ass nigga. And you got to watch what like certain shit you say to people though, especially publicly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially
Face to face is face to face.
like especially on the internet where everybody can see it and people start judging. Yeah, watch what you say to people
because they got millions of viewers. You know, live
Speed
viewers.
is an athletic dude though. He be flipping and he athletic as hell. But yeah. All right,
Yeah, close that. But that was dumb, that race, bro. That guy, look, I know the guy was talking shit, but look at the size of the guy, bro. Versus him.
He buff, yeah, and Speed is a little.
But he's still fast. But I'm saying the guy was
he's
still
fast,
fast.
Yeah.
Because he was keeping up with him.
I can beat you in a race, huh?
Probably.
No,
we should do one.
I'm
We
sure
should
I
do
can't.
was a race. When I come over there, bro, we'll do something.
Shit, not a race. My
Hey,
old
yo,
ass. Pull my
hamstrings.
hamstrings.
You'll be that dude that's he fell on the floor as well. I don't know if he's in the clip. He was running on the grass and he fell on the floor. That Ashton guy.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah,
the first, that'll be you, bro.
Yeah. All right, bro. I'm about to
No
get out of
lies,
here.
yeah,
I gotta
bro.
go. Hector. I don't know if Sean can do it if you want, but I gotta go.
I can do it, but you get going, bro. I'll do a quick rocking with the
All right,
chat.
man. I
Take
talk
care,
to you guys.
player.
Pieces of shit. Hey, shout out to my
Take
homie
care.
Pilon, man. Don't be mad at me. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just,
But yeah, don't worry about that. Before you go, guess what time is it, player?
What time is it, killer?
Time to talk that shit.
It's We Believe Green, baby.
Welcome to Rocking with the Chat, guys. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. Let's have some fun, bro. We'll be here for about 20 minutes. Let's have some fun, bro. I got the homie Big Bro. What's going on, killer?
What it do, Sean? What's going on?
I'm alright. How about yourself? You been okay? How's the family?
Yeah, everybody doing good. Over getting some tires for the car.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, man, when you gonna go to the gym with me, man? I keep asking you to go to the gym with me. When you gonna go to the gym with me?
I've been going to the gym.
No, I said with me. With me, bro.
When I visit the States, bro, come on, check all you
He
guys
gonna
out, man.
cry in
hopefully.
there. Stop peeling out the calm down. Stop acting like a grown man. He crying a little
Hey,
crying too
listen,
much.
funny enough, man, this will be crazy though. I got a message today and it says it's something. I got a message today and it said like you can enter like because I'm part of something, I can enter this a holiday. I think it was LA or something or Hollywood or something. Imagine I get that shit, bro. I can take my full family with me as well.
Oh, that'd be dope. I mean, if y'all
That'd
trying
be
to do
crazy,
something,
bro.
y'all trying to do something, I'm down with it. Just
Bro,
whatever, put it in
just
the chat
imagine
or whatever.
I win that holiday, bro. Imagine that's crazy if I do that. If that happens.
Yeah, you can do it. Hey, but one thing I want to say before I get off, you know, everybody talking about PlayStation going to block their games. The pony saying that.
Yeah.
The only way they can block their games is one, take their games off of Steam, or two, they would need the MAC addresses of every one of the Xbox ROG ally and blacklist it because there's no way you can stop them games from being played on the Xbox. So we're gonna have some fun, man. Taking pictures. Everybody's gonna have they Xboxes, taking pictures and putting them on Twitter. That's gonna be a good time.
That's gonna be fun. Trust me, that's gonna be a meltdown.
Well, all right, man. Ain't gonna hold you up, man. Just keep hitting that gym. I'll be in there tomorrow morning,
Good man.
and I get back with you.
I'll show you. I'll show you this thing I got. I'll send it the DMs, bro. The tracking, not the weight tracking, and the muscle tracking. I'll show you the
Okay.
difference I've done in 4 weeks. I'll send it to you later.
All right. I'll do it too.
All
All
right, bro.
right.
Take care. Be safe.
All right.
Oh man, who do we have here? The one and only cousin Hector. What's going on?
Ooh, cousin Shaan. I think we need to do a service to everybody in Xbox. We gotta post that. We gotta post that guy that was threatening people about Final Fantasy everywhere around the United States,
Ooh.
especially in Microsoft, because that guy's gonna definitely has a little bit of a school. We're not gonna say the word, but yeah, he'll definitely do something crazy. I could see it in his eyes. That news broke him, but not as big as the ROG Ally Xbox hurts these ponies. I'm gonna let you know this. That show last week was so dry. I'd rather watch MBG while
Oh
drinking
shit.
Everclear
Oh shit.
every week before I would ever watch a showcase again. That state of play was dog shit. If it wasn't for you and Dirt, I wouldn't even watch it. This cannot be.
Oh
This
man.
cannot be the same big bad Sony that took Sega out. This can't be the same bully of Sony that fucked around and made Nintendo start doing weird hardware. This cannot be the same Debo that literally had Xbox scared and ready to quit the console market. There's no way. And now they're talking about a multi-generation. Wait a minute. You remember, like I remember, didn't they these same pussy ass Dusty Pony say that the Series S was holding back gaming? But now they're ready to say they're ready for a multi-generational platform. So we're gonna have PS4 games in 2026, 2027, 2028? Man, they gotta be kidding me. That's like having a 99 Corolla and selling it for 2005 Corolla prices. This is ridiculous. When the fuck are we gonna move on from this shit? But Sony's holding the generation back. And guess what? Who's not? Xbox. Because they're pushing it forward. That ROG Xbox is literally gonna be the future of gaming. We're gonna have all the games. We're gonna have the better hardware. We're gonna have the better software. It don't matter. Everything's an Xbox, and they thought it was a joke then, and now it's not funny. Just understand this: Xbox can jump, and Phil Spencer can jump out of a fucking boat and walk on water. Them ponies, haters, and rumor makers will literally say, "I bet you they can't swim." The macho man is tired of hearing you pussy ass pony bots, fake ass X bots, and you motherfucking ponies cry about gaming when Xbox is leading the way. Open your fucking eyes. Macho man is out of here.
Poke that shit. That's the one. Raiden Blade, your camera's not detected, bro. You're not connected, Raiden Blade. That's right. Raid and Blade with a 2. Holy moly, I missed the show. I got a rewatch. Yeah, bro, man. We had to go a bit early today. Abdul goes, Shenmue is the shit. And I believe he said he's still on the first part and he's looking for a job. I think it's how do you find a job? I forgot, man. Do you know what? Abdul, I kind of forgot, bro, man. I don't know if it's who remembers the Shenmue where you got to get a job in the first one with the when it comes to the forklift. I forgot, man. I actually forgot, to be honest. Let me just let me see. We got Raid and Blade. What's going on, bro?
I'm all good, my friend. How you doing? Can you hear
I'm
me?
doing good, G. How about yourself? Yeah, you sound good. You sound good.
I can't complain. Just gonna say that I missed most of the show and I'll have to rewatch it from the beginning. All I'm gonna say is this: the direction that Microsoft is heading in, it is the good direction for the gaming industry. Sony can't compete in that direction because they don't have the funds and a way to support the developers out there. Okay, they've been closing down their own studios. They have brainwashed their gaming foundation consumers into one-directional gaming. Microsoft has kept the window and the doors open to all forms of gaming. And now we have the Xbox Rogue Ally X handheld that is on its way. Next year, we may well see an actual Xbox Direct handheld, depending on how the market progresses. But I also expect many other PC developers to also produce and create PC handhelds that will run the Xbox app. So at the end of the day, Xbox is moving forward. They are injecting more innovation into the industry, i.e., not gatekeeping, not putting up big massive walls. Sony cannot compete with this. They don't have the finances to compete with this. So the best thing Sony can do is they can build the hardware, they can build their own handheld, and say, Xbox, can you please put Game Pass on our handheld?
Ooh.
Because considering that this moment in time, Xbox is the one who's feeding the PlayStation platform games. It is not Sony. You take a look at the last, was it State of Display? Okay, there's nothing there. Where are the PlayStation Foundation style games? Baby steps. That's what they're giving you. Okay, so at the end of the day, Xbox is feeding the gaming industry. And for the opponents who can handle that fact, they can go and suck something. Anyway, all I'm going to say is we're all here for gaming. And let's continue gaming. Okay.
That's
Peace
right.
out. Have a lovely weekend.
Peace out, bro. You too. I'll take care. Be safe. Shout out to Raid and Blade, man. Now, let me get this super chat before we close on the next 5 minutes. We got NYG again with the 5. Shaan Durt, the homie Dirt X5 will never forget the Shenmue game and those chicken flavored noodles. The kids can eat noodles. Yeah, man, that's some funny shit. Yeah, when it comes to Shenmue, guys, man, some of you guys need to play because it's not an easy game to play compared to like how easy some of the games are now when it comes to the open world elements. That game's awesome, bro. Yeah, Abdul, I feel like you gotta go back to Warehouse 18 or 8. I forgot now. And you got a job on that, so it's fun, bro. But let me know when you get to that battle, bro. You know what I mean? There's an epic battle. There's a motorbike scene. Trust me, shit's fire, bro. Let me know when you're there. Unless you've done it. I don't think you've done that part yet. You haven't done that part yet, bro. That's just fire, bro. Let me know, Abdul, if you've done it. The epic battle you have. And there's actually a scene as well, motorbike scene. Let me know. Yeah, you gotta find them that's what you gotta do, bro. You gotta find them in the arcades. You gotta go to shops, bro. Yeah, I don't blame Dirt for buying that game. He's right, even though he's got a bad taste for that game, bro. That was his fault. But yeah, what a great show, man. Shout out to the homies, you guys out there. Had a great time. Let me see if there's any more information has dropped before we go, because there's still a lot of information coming out from this business update as well. Yo, is this real or is this fake? You know, let me show you something. I know this is off topic, bro. In Shenmue 2 it starts in Hong Kong, Abdul. Don't worry about it. When you start Shenmue 2, don't start message me straight away, because I've got to tell you something straight away. So don't start the game when you start Shenmue 2. Let me know. Message me. Now, is this real? You know this lady, she's going around, you know, sleeping with an X amount of people, trying to break records. Did she have a sex change or something? Let me know. Some people saying in 20, I don't know if it's legit or not, but she had like a sex change or something. I don't know, bro. Like, is this real or what, guys? You know, this person, she's just going around and doing some crazy shit, getting famous of his taking back shots. But look at this shit. I don't know, man. That's some weird shit. Bro, you don't know nowadays. You don't know shit nowadays. Is she a he, she, I don't know. I don't know if it's AI or this, but bro, she's going around getting back shots. That's all I know, and it's wild, bro. It's wild, bro, to see shit like that. That's crazy, man. Someone said, who sent me a message? 1 second. Boys, Ozzy sent me a message. Oh no, that's the old one. Yeah, Big B, I don't know, man. 100 dudes, she's been to like 1G or something. That's, bro, like, come on, man. Like, what is wrong with these people? It's crazy, bro. And like, we live in a time right now, like, yo, ladies sleeping with, you know, X amount of people. Only fans are showing, you know, what all these kids are 18 years old, 21 year old, all that shit. Depends where you are from around the world. What age is it? 16, 18, 21. And then, you know, they find that shit normal. But other things, they see something, that's not normal, that's disgusting. But then they just walk past, they just like, it's bad to see that stuff kind of like normal, that is. You know what I mean? Like, that's the norm. That shit's becoming normal. It's wild, man. And then people like look at other stuff around the countries and all that, other you know, places, culture, and they find that disgusting. But when they look at that, that's normal. That's normal nowadays. People getting back shots and all that shit. And yeah, Young Drez, I did see some of them clips on Twitter. That's the sad thing about this shit. People will find that normal, but other shit, culture and all that stuff, they find that disgusting. That's what makes me laugh, bro. That's what makes me laugh. There's a documentary as well. Oh shit. Man, that's wild, that is. Did anybody get a chance to play Gears of War Reloaded? Did anybody get a chance? I don't know, Duke Toga, bro. I live in a town, bro, where a lot of people, like the younger generation's messed up, bro. I'm talking about the people of my age and older, bro. Like when I if I go to the gym, go to the mosque as well, and all that stuff, bro. I love my community. I love the people, you know, white, brown, black. When I talk to people in the gym, we get on to we have a laugh, bro. Mosque, you know, just whatever in general, bro. Have a great time, bro. I love the community, bro. The community we got over here, bro. It's amazing, bro. I love the people over here, man. I'm talking about my town. I can't talk about the city. Can't talk about none of that bullshit. Plain and simple, because I've never experienced it. Eid as well. Like, I've done loads of recent videos, bro. Do you know what I mean? I've done just in general, bro. I love the community, bro. Honestly. Love it. Everybody's like nice to talk. They have time to talk to. Like, it's getting a bit more difficult because time is moving faster. But when I see someone, if it's a friend or someone, a co-worker or at the gym, bro, like when we finish, like, it's awesome. The countrysides, bro, like, that's a bit different, bro, countryside. No, villages, they have villages, towns, mine's a town. They have villages as well, yeah, some areas. Bro, them areas are dead. Like, someone like me can't survive there because it's like there's nothing there, like, there's nothing around them areas, bro, for me. Like, food-wise, all that stuff, bro, you're out of your way. But they have villages, they have towns and cities, bro. Abdul, whereabouts in Morocco are you from? You're from Morocco, aren't you? Whereabouts in Morocco? Because I'm planning on coming to Agadir. I don't know if it'll be later this year or next year. What place would you recommend, Abdullah? Because I want to go with the family, obvious. Because a lot of people do go there, mess about, you know. Grizzly, I've had fish and chips with mushy peas. I've had it. It's more of a British thing. British chip shops have it. But like it is good. Grizzly, whoever makes that good, bro, like nice. It is nice, honestly. It's a good meal. It's not something that I eat, like I probably have it once, maybe a year, maybe. I'll talk to you about it, bro. Shaan, do you eat spuds? Yes, jack potatoes, bro. Jack potatoes, we could have it with chicken, you could have it with cheese or beans. People put gravy on it. I don't know about the gravy part, but bro, chicken, salad, all that. Bro, jack potatoes, fire, bro. Whoever makes them spuds, it's amazing, bro. Honestly, it's amazing. Yeah, mayo, bro. I love my mayonnaise. Yeah, chicken, bro. Like, Farq will tell you, bro. Do you eat it with tuna? Yes. You could have jack potato with tuna and cheese. Or if you want to put beans on top so it melts cheese. Because you'd be surprised, like, when it comes to the combination, like, when it all combines together with the potato, all that stuff is really good. You'd be surprised how good it is. Honestly. It's not something I have every like, week or something. But when we do make it at home or when we go to, like, a cabin, it's nice, honestly. It could be minced meat, whatever, like, it's nice with the chicken, all that stuff. Yeah, Mr. Kima, we have pubs over here, but them pubs are closing down, bro, because the town we live in now, bro, is our community strong over here. The Muslim community is really strong over here. But they still have the main pubs. But overall, the pubs over here, bro, they close down, they turn into mosque. They turn into mosque, bro. That's what they do. Fried chicken is dope, bro. If they can make it, that is good. Come visit the islands, bro. I'd love to. I would love to. Honestly, if you get a chat, like, I can't listen. I've been like Turkey. I've been multiple places in Turkey, Spain, Germany, France. I'm sure there's Portugal as well. Portugal is nice, bro. Some places are lovely, bro. So Josh Moore, I live in a town. The closest city next to I live in Blackburn, but the closest city near me, like people who recognize, is Manchester, like the big city. There's other cities nearby, which is 15-20 minutes away, but the closest one that everybody will recognize is Manchester. That's like about 35 minutes away from me. Yeah, FRQ Cornwall is going to be one of them places I need to check out. Definitely. Like, FRQ, what's it like for my food, for halal food and all that stuff? Let me know. Yeah, Big B Money. I know I'm going into a rant now, but Big B Money, Popeyes has opened. There's one in Manchester. I believe there's one opening here soon. And there's one in London, but I'm not sure other place. But Popeyes is over here. There's one opening really soon over here, which is like 5-10 minutes away from me. What's going on, Hargi? What's going on? Europe has the worst food, but we're not based in Europe. Us guys in the UK, we're not based in the Europe, bro. Rocky San goes, Sean, are you a Blackburn Rovers fan? No, bro. I don't watch football like that. Do you know what's funny about Rocky San? Blackburn Rovers Stadium is literally 3 minutes away from me. 4 minutes away where I live now. I could be there in that stadium within 4 minutes. Within 4 minutes, I could be at that stadium. That's how close it is. In car. Hargi, I hope you well, man. Hope you good. Every place is different. You know, like, you gotta understand, like, I'm not going off the roads a bit, rails a bit. Every place is a bit different when it comes to food. Let me know, fuck you, if there is. Like Spain, you know, like Spain, like Portugal has good fish. I'm talking about fresh fish. Turkey and all them places, Egypt has great, like, kebabs and all them other type of foods as well. Emir Kumar goes, it depends on it, if you're into curries over here, bro. Curry, you know what's crazy though over here? The amount of food places over here is insane, bro. Absolutely insane. It's unreal, honestly. Dustin, that's what I'm talking about. You know, before, you know, the like people from Pakistan, India came over here in the 40s, 50s, 60s. Bro, all they were having, yeah, how to get our food's the best, bro, you know. But before they're only having bland food, bro, meat and all that stuff. You know, when it comes to like Sunday roast and all that, bro, the food they have here now is unreal. Well, I'm assuming the UK, the British national dish right now, but you know what? I think that's changed that now. Joe Schmo, I really do believe that's changed. I think the national dish right now, like people's favorite, is like chicken tikka or chicken madras or something. I'm sure it's something to do with chicken something, tikka or madras, something like that. I'm sure it is. Before it would have been like fish and chips or, you know, but now I really do believe it's like chicken tikka masala or something. I believe so. I really do. I think it is. Yeah. Bro, I'm getting hungry now, you POSs. I think it is chicken tikka. Yeah, randomly, I've been in France when I was much younger. I went to Disneyland. I'm sure it's chicken something, bro. It's changed. That's what's become the most famous thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Over the years, bro, it's changed, bro. People have doner kebabs, curries, rice, palau, biryani, burger joints are here, chicken, all that. Everything's here, bro. You'd be shocked, like, Hargi. You gotta understand, like, I don't know if we still hold the record, but in my town, we have the most takeaways in the UK. That was a record. I don't know if that's been broken or not. But when it comes to takeaways, in a town like mine, we had the most takeaways. That's crazy, bro. But you'd be surprised, like I said, listen, I'm starving as well, bro. The amount of food we can have over here, the variety is unreal. If it's from the Chinese to the English to the Asians, you name it, bro. Africans a bit as well. All that Sean, have you ever had Mexican food? I've been to a place in Preston. They do like enchiladas and all that stuff. The guys are Mexican. I think he's a Mexican Muslim. The answer, I don't know if it was the dad or someone. But they do I have enchiladas, tacos I've had from there, which is nice, bro. Takeaways are fast food. You go there, get your food, and get out of there. That's a takeaway. They do Jamaican. They know them not Jamaican. I think they're half like Jamaican or Mexican or something. I think it is from the granddads or something. I don't know, but they got one in Preston. They got a lot of variety. You'd be surprised what kind of food. If it's a South style, the Mexican, there's a lot of mix over there. Yeah, but honestly, it's a really good place. That honestly, really good place. Good variety of food. But yeah, man, we can keep talking. Like, what's crazy about this? We can keep talking about food all day, bro. Because I love to try some of the stuff over in the States, bro. Do you know what I mean? Afro, honestly, them lost Jamaican jerk, chicken and enchiladas, and they do some oxtail. They do some crazy shit, bro. It's Big B Money. I believe we had a Taco Bell over here. But I think it kind of did shit. But I think in the cities they have them. So soul food. What is soul food? What would you what would you call soul food? Just in case I wanna break it down. Josh Moore. The last time I went in March. I went to Spain. But how often? I don't go as much now because of the kids, but I want to try to start going every year now. But before I had kids, bro, I went on like 5-6 different destinations, bro. I went on 5 holidays in 1 year, bro. If it was a weekend or something, or 2 weeks in Turkey, went around in Turkey everywhere. Dave Rizzi goes, have you had a pork chop smoothie? A curry goat. Do you know what? I think I've only had goat once, I think so. How was it really? I think I've only had goat once or twice in my life. I feel like that's all I've had. Chicken banana. Yeah, Laminga, don't worry about it, player. Don't worry about it. Mandinga goes too. Sean, did you say you've been to France? Yeah, back in the days. Not recently. Back in the days. Goat. It's been a long time. I don't know if I had goat. I've had like Hargeet, if Hargeet's free, bro. You could jump in if you want for 5-10 minutes, bro. I'll leave the link. ASC, what's going on with 2? You need a lot of food to make a big. You piece of shit. ASC. We're having a nice conversation about food and everybody's culture, and then your punk ass bitch ass comes. I don't think I might have had something similar, but it might not be on the level as soul food, bro. See, I'm not sure. Afro, do we have that over here, bro? I'm not sure. No, I'm not trying moose meat, bro. The only way I can try that if it's certified halal. The only meat I've tried is deer, lamb, chicken. I've had duck once a long time ago, bro. Duck. I think I've had a pigeon as well when we were kids, when we were poor. Like I'm rich now, bro. But you know what I mean? But that's the furthest we can go. Halal certified is the way it's been cut, preyed on and all that stuff. My favorite food, I'll be honest with you, is it's like lamb chops, lamb karai, gosht. Yeah, the link's in the chat, Hargeet. Links in the chat. Just jump on a bit. My favorite is lamb chops, bro. No, we don't eat, but we can't eat like pony meat or that. We don't eat the stuff like that, bro. Ribs as well, lamb ribs. All that stuff, beef ribs, lamb ribs. Yo, but lamb chops, bro. Anything to do with like lamb, that's the shit, bro. I'll be honest with you. That is the shit. Mandingo with a 20. This POS comes out of nowhere. Let's see what he wants to say. Lamb, yeah. Mandingo, 1 second, Hargi. What's going on? 1 second. Have you ever heard the song with the Egyptian tone? There's a place called France where the naked ladies dance. There's a hole in the wall where you can watch it all, Sean. You can point me in that direction, kind sir. Mandingo, I don't know what the hell is that super chat is about, but that you're wilding. I don't know. I don't know. There's a hole in the wall. I don't know what you're talking about now. Come on, man. Hargi, what's going on, bro?
Well, we just had some fun showcase stuff, right? So we ran our.
How was it? How was
fan testing.
your first type of community showcase?
Oh my god, it was a lot of work. Yeah, it was. We got an empty building.
Imagine on a bigger scale. Imagine what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but granted, they also have a larger budget, right? They have more time to actually do it, right? Yeah. More time to actually prepare. Like we found out in April, and then had to just put something together, right? So we had like 5-6 weeks to find something, put it together. But we got something. We did something. I think we had a lot of fans that were happy, so that hopefully was good. The Xbox folks that were there, they were happy with it too. So we did something, and hopefully we'll continue that pattern. But lots of good showcases, lots of good content. Even PlayStation did have like the 007, right? But beyond that, again, it's the continuing state of decay that they keep having.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever. What do you think of the showcase?
I'll tell you now. Afro goes, hey bro, did Xbox help PR with any way when it comes to the funding? Nope.
No.
It was him and his team, bro. They pocket.
Look, I mean, maybe they will, maybe they won't. But like, they helped us out by being there. I think that was a big deal.
Supported.
Yeah, exactly. We had Jason Ronald and Aaron there. That was a big deal for us. So I think the fans enjoyed them being there as well. So we'll try to continue that partnership and see what we can do, right, and make it even bigger and better.
At least it's something like you know what's really good about them guys. They're genuine. They'll pull up if they can help.
Yeah,
they're not say, "Oh, we'll come and help you." Then they don't turn up. If they got time, they'll pull up and come down and support.
Yeah. So yeah, that was good. I think a lot of the fans liked it. So that's
my take now. So, I'll be honest with you. I'll give it a 7.5. That's where I landed with that show. I know your experience is a bit different because you were there and all the boys are there, so the hype level's a bit different. I know you didn't get to watch it properly as well because you're trying to.
No, I didn't. I actually was making sure it all worked. I was the one running it.
7.5. I've not rewatched it in 4K. Yeah,
I rewatched it.
But that's my initial. I don't get past it. That's my initial reaction, plain and simple. I don't. Okay. There's no point giving another review. It could go 2 and 8 when I watch it again. But that's where I'm at because I was hoping I was going to see State of Decay and. One more game, I forgot. One more game, that's it. I wasn't expecting Gears either because we were hearing some stuff about that. I wasn't expecting Perfect Dark.
I was hoping to see Halo. I think that would have been awesome if they just.
I'll tell you what, no, Halo. Yeah.
But they didn't.
The 2 games I wanted to see, like, besides them flagship titles, was State of Decay and Contraband. That were the 2 games. I wanted to see. Like, that would have pushed it to like an 8.5 then for me. Because I didn't get to see that, and they started off with Outer Worlds. And ended it with Outer Worlds. It wasn't the best, but let me tell you something. Clockwork looks really promising.
It does. It looks good.
It looks good, bro. Good. Like, what was the impression from like the homies, like who were there watching it?
So there were 3 standout moments where people went crazy. One was Invincibles versus. That one, everybody went nuts. The other was the hardware reveal. For the new handheld, and then the third was the Final Fantasies coming to Xbox. Those were the ones that just everybody went crazy. There were plenty of other like awesome moments and everything, but those were the ones where people went nuts. Now I barely got to actually watch them. I'm sitting behind with a projector in reverse, so I could kind of see what's going on, hear it. I could hear them. I thought that was kind of cool. I rewatched it, and I think expectations, if you went in with expectations of seeing certain things, you might have been disappointed. But I gave it a 9. I think it was really good. There was a lot of new stuff, a lot of world premieres,
100%.
A lot of stuff across the board, right? And it was not to the level of last year. Last year was definitely better. I'm expecting next year to be even more crazy just because of the games they need to put out, right? So, and we already heard hints from Phil that we're getting all the big ones, the Fable, the
flagship,
Gears,
the flagships, yeah,
right. The Halo, like all that stuff is happening, right? So, so that's all coming next year, which is going to be crazy. And then there's so many more games we have yet to see. We didn't see the Elder Scrolls, right? That's still to come. And
that's
Blade,
what I'm saying, yeah.
all the OD and all these things. We know they're coming, right? There's so many games, Perfect Dark, it keeps going. So, and then we know there's more stuff that we don't know about, and it's just so exciting, right? That there's so much more.
It's exciting to be at a point where you got that many games coming on. Like, what games will show up? What's crazy about this? I would say this. Like, let me answer this question. Now, Christian, Ego, Sean, you guys completely ignore the Outer Worlds 2 portion. Yeah, want to give it a score? Stop it. I don't consider the Outer Worlds 2 part of the showcase.
You mean the direct.
Second part? Yeah,
there was an Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2.
The showcase is a showcase on its own. That's what I consider the showcase. That's just a direct. That's a different show. That could be a 10 out of 10. The Outer Worlds 2, because it's one of them. But I will once after the 2. Do you guys think the next Xbox consoles next year? No, they're saying 2027. It looks like now. Yeah. Unless Hargeet knows something, because Jason Runner was there.
I mean, it's hard to know, right? Like the console itself, it takes 7 years for them to make it. That's kind of the general rule. If they started it, when the Xbox Series came out, you kind of give it that time frame that it'll come out in 27. That makes more sense. If they started it earlier, that's possible. But it's very likely it's going to be 27. I think there's a lot of software they're going to go through, right? So what you saw the new handheld, it's going to start moving them into that Windows merge with Xbox thing, right? That is essentially what the new console is going to be. It's going to be a Windows hybrid with Xbox, where there's unlikely that you'd ever be able to go to desktop mode. It would just be locked to the Xbox UI, but give you all the Windows stores. That's the beauty of it, right? But this is that journey. They're going to test all that out, bring your back catalog, so you'd be able to run your 360 games, etc., right? So that's going to come with it at some point.
I believe to take it even further than that, because I was talking about this, with the Ally X right now, the current one that's out right now, you can do a lot of emulation on it if you want to do your own emulation. I was saying this, when it comes to the Xbox Series X2, let's just call it that for now. And if it can do what like the Ally X does now, the new ones, you'll be able to emulate a lot of stuff and do a lot of stuff with that. If it allows you to go to Windows, I'm saying if it allows you to do that,
which it does, and that means you can play your PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at? You'll do some crazy shit with that. If that box comes out like that, ooh, it's going to be interesting.
I mean, because eventually, like, if the thing allows you to still go back to desktop mode and then turn that off, you can go into desktop mode and go do all that, right? Enable all the emulators you want to, which includes Nintendo. So you could have the Nintendo library, you could have the Xbox library, you could have the PlayStation library.
If the Xbox allows that, like, on that level,
and that's the beauty of PC. You can do whatever you want; it's all there.
Yeah.
So if you want to leverage it, and they will give you a cool controller-based UI. That's the point of it. It boots up into an Xbox-looking interface. That's what they're doing, but they will officially support at some point on that device, in my opinion anyway, they will support 360 and Xbox original, but you'd have to buy them digitally, because you're not gonna have discs, right? That's just the way it is. But then Xbox One, all that stuff, it'll just be there. But so your back cat will come with you at some point. But I think that's going to be a bit out. I don't think it's coming at launch. I think that'll be something about this time next year, it'll probably come out and in some sort of beta. That you'll be able to play that on that device on some other devices that are specifically named Xbox, and that's the legalese problem, right? If they officially do it, it's got to be an Xbox device, otherwise they're outside of the legal arrangement with those publishers. So if that's the case, I think you're going to get that back catalog on these devices, which is cool. That's great. And then, as you said, you can just go emulate. This is the beauty of it. Like, you literally can have an all-in-one that has the entire PlayStation
If
catalog.
they can manage that somehow to do it, let you boot into Windows on the box, I'm saying, like proper, it's going to be interesting, because I remember I was playing emulation games on the Series X until they kind of blocked it completely, unless you go into dev mode. But I was doing it as on the normal Windows Store. But they blocked it. I was playing the Nintendo games, Sega Dreamcast games, PlayStation games. I was doing it until Microsoft removed it. But if it goes to the open platform, that's when it's a different ball game. Then it's a game changer. And people got to understand, if that happens, I feel like a lot of people, once they start watching YouTube videos, they're gonna be, I can play these type of games. I can go back to the arcade games. we talked about the Switch stuff as well. The Switch is, you know, do you know what I mean? So it's going to be.
No,
I want to see what it can do. I want to see what it can do.
Yeah,
The box. I'm
absolutely,
talking
right?
about the box. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a pretty decent performing box if you get the top one anyway.
Yeah.
What's more interesting is you saw some of the financial stuff from Sony. Will they continue down this path of we have to be locked to our ecosystem? The right answer for them is to embrace this and become a partner. Look, they have a device that they could officially support their entire back catalog. And if they wanted to leverage it, there's no reason they couldn't say PSX is just an Xbox. And it just runs the same Windows. And you now have access to everything. And they don't have to do anything. It's there already. You just say, yes, it's official. Here you go. Right? It's like it's so much easier to just say, go ahead and just take advantage of that. The downside is you don't have OS, diversity, but you do have Steam OS, right? So, from a company perspective, you have to look at their bottom line and say, is it worth it? They have the name, the brand name. They could just say, hey, we're going to make a box. You'll never know. You never care, right?
Yeah.
It just comes up with a UI that looks like PlayStation, but underneath the hoods, it's just Windows, and therefore it runs everything. You get all of it: Ubisoft Plus, EA Pro, Game Pass. All their PlayStation stuff, everything just baked into one box. That's a compelling product, and it takes away all the headache on their end, right? But we'll see what they do. They have yet to do PS3 emulation on their. I think they're trying to do it on the PS5 Pro, but that is like lame. Like, why can't you do PS3 at this level?
Yeah.
Why can't you emulate your own freaking PS3 games? In some format. But yeah.
We'll see how it all plays out. Let me get this from AAC with a 5. The story has it that a camel bit your head as a kid. Till this day, they haven't got the swelling down. Piece of shit. He goes, I got a big head.
Jeez Louise.
He's got a big head as well, a piece of shit, like an egghead. J Remember with a 5. Shaan, I was asking if you play some of the JTech crash out from his pony stream. I sent that one clip. I don't know if I still got it, man. Abdul, Clue, send me some of the JTech stuff if you can find it quickly, bro, in the DMs. Let me ask you something. When it comes to this handle, Xbox Ally Rogue, some of the I know you're not on Twitter, but I'm sure you see bits and bats. Some of the reactions I'm seeing is unreal because it's a partnership with Xbox. This isn't like Rogue Asus come out of nowhere. Let me just steal that UI. Let me steal them handles. Let me steal the input. No, this is a partnership with Xbox.
Yeah,
it's a partnership that what they did with the UI, the handles, the impulse trigger is more powerful as well. On top of that,
yep,
the backlash I'm seeing, the outrage I'm seeing from some of the PlayStation dudes, it's unreal. And I know like Dustin and some of the homies are booted up Spider-Man 2, Last of Us. And now all of a sudden, this is not an Xbox. This is nothing. This is just what my Ally X can do. But the difference is they never talk shit about them handles before. But they're talking shit about this one. Why? Because it's Xbox partnership. That's why.
Hey, it's booting up Xbox. It's literally bringing your Xbox UI. It is an Xbox. And Xbox worked on it. Right? People seem to always forget Microsoft is Windows, right? Xbox controls the gaming of Windows, and that is Xbox. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It is Xbox. DirectX is an Xbox thing that partners with Windows to make it work on Windows, right? So DirectX is the engine that drives Xbox. It's also the engine that drives Windows gaming. So it just is what it is. The fun part is literally this is an Xbox. And for those who have hands on this thing, right? I've yet to hear a lot of negatives. It's all been positive. Even for people like I don't care about handhelds, they're like, this actually feels really good. It plays really well.
It's because of the way it feels. It feels like an Xbox controller. That's what it is.
Yeah. And so I hear a lot of great things. The only concern I've heard so far is the price. Nobody knows what the price is. That is the big concern. What is it going to cost? If you look at like the equivalent, it's pretty expensive in the market.
It's going to be a G, bro. It's going to be close to a G.
So there's potential that they might be aggressive on that. We're hearing potentials that they might try to make it cheaper. We will see. I still think it's going to be in that 900 range. But you're right. It could be that expensive. Maybe they work deals to make it cheaper. We'll see. But the power you're getting, the performance you're getting, it's a reasonably priced device at that level. However, if they really want to push it in the market, they could cut it and make it like $700 or something like that. If they could do that, that would be awesome. If they can make it $600, holy crap! For what you're getting, that would be an insane deal. They're not going to subsidize it, though. This is not going to be subsidized. You will pay at a profit level, but that profit could be like dwindled down. They could also work deals. A lot of times with retailers, right? The general is 70-30. In the case of consoles, that's not how it works. They don't get 30%. There's no way to make that financials work. So they might take advantage of that with the retailers and say, no, we're going to give you 5% or 10%, and you'll have to cut back your 30% down to 20, down 20%, and they'll give you that discount, right? So that's a potential way to save some money. There's other things Microsoft can do to bring economies of scale with other partners and say, hey, is there a possibility of cutting that back? Maybe work with Asus and say, let's cut your profit margin down a bit, right? Things like that. So they could make it cheaper. I just don't know how much, right? So we will see. It could be that it's like $700. That would be a pretty good deal for what it is. It could be $800 and still a good deal for what it is. But
700 would be really good, really good. If they can manage,
if they can pull that off, that would be a fantastic deal.
That would be a fantastic.
If they can get sub 700, it's a steal. It's a steal for what it is. It's a steal. If you can get it sub 700, wow, that would be a really good deal.
I could be wrong. I don't see it though.
Yeah,
and people
with a 5 long and say, well, the Steam Deck is $400. You're right. In a market, you're right. That is true. But you have to look at the tech inside it and say, well, yeah, but it's giving you so much. If you try to get one of those yourself, put it together yourself, it's over $1,000 to get something equivalent. So if they can give you that, it's a really good deal from that perspective. But I understand as a consumer, you should push for the cheapest thing possible. I get that. That's fair.
Yeah, let me get this with the 5. This is for you, Hargeet. Let's just say if the Series X is a Windows device underneath, why can't they play Steam games now and not wait for the next gen? Can't they just do an update or something?
They could, but it would be a fundamental architecture change, right? So the way they've structured it, they have a sort of base layer hypervisor, then they have a Windows layer that does your UI, and then brings all those Windows apps. So your app store for apps, Netflix, all that stuff, that's all Windows, right? And then you have a separate layer called the game engine which runs a virtual machine that just does the Xbox games. Now that's very tailored, and it's currently set up the way it is. It is DirectX based. So could they say, let's take the Windows code and make it work over here? Sure. They could just boot up another side layer that brings up the Windows VM that lets it run as Windows native, right? Because the things they did to make it Xbox is they stripped a lot away, right? And I just have to make sure that isn't something a game uses that causes that to break, right? So that's the fun they're in right now. So they have to go through all that work. That's why this is good. You go with a partner device and say, hey, we're going to start this journey. We make sure everything kind of works. We got it to the point where it's nice. Now we'll make it into our console. That's kind of the path I think they're on. So could they? Yes, but it would be hokey. And it's better for you as a consumer that they fix all that stuff before they give it to you as a final product. And that way it's kind of more, clean. When they bring over a Steam game, it just kind of works out of the box, right? You just want to make sure there's no weird dialogue boxes or some error that comes up. Hey, I was looking for a DLL or driver and it's not there. It's like they can fix all that before they bring it to you. So that's why, unfortunately, that takes years to do. And that's the journey they're on. So I expect that would be something in that 27 range. That's one that would kind of be there. That's why
what I'm thinking. Sense.
That's why it makes sense.
After with the 5, he goes, let me jump on quick. I want to talk a bit of tech with Hargeet around why the Xbox might not be too far away. let me add something to that. Hargeet, I feel like next year would have been absolutely fantastic if they were ready. The game it would have been 25th. It would have been perfect. But
it would.
That's not. We live in a reality
Halo
that
Gears,
is not. And the 25th anniversary, it would have been perfect, honestly, but it's not happening. I wouldn't be surprised from 2 years from now. That's what we are. 2 years. So it'll be 2027 June time, June time. I wouldn't be. I want your opinion on this. Do you feel like they're gonna stick to the holiday 2027, or would they go spring, like the Nintendo Switch or something?
They could do something. It doesn't necessarily matter.
Do they need to be holiday like?
Generally, they try to do holiday to get like sales. However, look at Nintendo; they don't care, right? They just released theirs in June, and it's already sold like the best-selling console ever. So it's already sold 3.5 million units or something ridiculous. So they're gonna do really well throughout the holiday season, right? So it doesn't matter. You can put it whenever you want. It's a question of when is it ready? When is the marketing campaign good? Usually the problem is you want to have games to go with it. That is not a problem Xbox has anymore, right? They have so many games. They can align whatever they want to and say our launch window, at launch, you've got 3 games, and then the launch window will have another 5-10 games first party, and then we have these partner games, right? So that's no longer an issue. They could really launch it anytime they want. They're in the problem of saying, where can I put games? Because they have so many games, they have to actually slot them somewhere without causing problems to themselves and their partners. So yeah, that launch window can be anything. Usually it's holiday because A, you get the holiday bump, but B, you have the games. That's usually the other part. And now that basically is no longer an issue. They could literally launch this. Like we had, what was it, April? We had several games, right? You could have any month like that where they have, here's 4 or 5 bangers that we're just going to launch at the same time. They could easily do that.
Hargeet,
no problem.
I got an interesting one here, bro. After this, give me a few minutes, bro. Give me a few minutes, 1 second. Now, we got a leak from X-Style. This guy is a well-known leaker. So he's claiming...
Oh, Exorcist. Okay, yeah.
Exorcist. Let's call him Exorcist. Yeah, we call him that. He's claiming the pre-orders will go live in August and will be released in October. And
That sounds about right.
Price is saying? Guess what the price is saying?
Okay, let's see. Okay, the low tier, $500. Okay, and then the high tier?
Let me see the high tier. But that's the low tier is 500. High tier is 800.
Okay.
Which I feel like that's the right point. That's where we are.
Yeah.
But that lower tier 500, that's a good sweet spot. That is.
Yeah.
That's a really good sweet spot for people to enter. And if you want a premium shit, 800. That's what we're expecting.
Yeah.
That's what we.
That's
expecting.
not bad.
So,
That's not that. That's kind of like, so $900 was like what they currently are selling at. They're saying 800. I mean, if they could pull it even further in, that would be awesome. As I said, if they can make it 700 or less, it starts to become pretty good. 600, it's like a steal. You should definitely go for it.
That shit looks nice, bro. That shit looks clean, man. That's gonna be interesting, bro, to see. Like, that's why I felt like we're around about the 800-900 mark.
Yeah.
So do you know what? Even the base model, that's what you needed to be 500. That's a good spot. That's a good spot, bro. Let me after we go about 5-10 minutes, bro. You can talk to Hargeet now, bro, and see what you want to talk about.
How's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Sound good.
Yeah, how's it going, Hargeet? Yeah, congrats on putting on that show. I can't believe that Xbox didn't actually contribute.
They did. They showed up, right? That was good enough. That's a big contribution from our perspective. So.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's better than nothing, So, but yeah, with this new hardware, the reason I was saying that I don't think it potentially could be sooner than we think, because you can kind of do some of like what a next gen Xbox will be or said to be already. Like you can take a Windows PC and you can run like there's some really good emulators that play the original Xbox and also the 360. You got Xenia on the 360 and Zemu for the original Xbox, and they work like pretty well, like upscaled video and high speed.
Yep.
So you can do that, and you can basically have the virtual machine that you mentioned earlier. You can target the original, the modern Xbox SDKs and map the API to like the Windows API, and then effectively get modern Xbox games running in Windows. So I'm just wondering if yes, it would, but and also this will be an evolving device, because when you start moving into this territory of like PC, you're not going to get everything on day one. I mean, heck, with the PS5, a lot of the features you didn't get day one, even though they're written on the box. Like this is just the world we live in. So I'm just thinking I potentially think they could release an early version of this new Xbox next year and have it, fully fleshed out maybe by 2026, 2027 with all the software updates. And I think it'd be brilliant because, you know, they're tying into the 25th anniversary. I really think with the next machine, they should go into this whole kind of nostalgia push. You know, because you've got all these. I mean, you saw with E-Day, like the amount of like even ponies came out and like, oh my god, you know, they are old Xbox customers. You know, they just got pissed off and then moved to PlayStation. So I think if you powered into this kind of nostalgia play, you know, did some really good goodwill things, potentially could be quite an you know, successful machine. But yeah, I just wondering what you think.
Yeah, I mean, look, it ultimately comes down to software, and of course, is also the hardware piece of it. And you know, just talking to Jason, they expect a 7-year cycle. So I'm guessing he's hinting that that's what it really is. So, but hey, it could be that they can line it up. That's certainly viable. I don't think they'll want to go with things that are half baked though. Like they did that with Xbox One. And it was such a bad experience, right? Like having the 360 be very well polished and then starting brand new with the Xbox One and all those features were gone. And you're like, why? Like, and so they finally like brought all that in. And when they went to the series, they said, no, we're taking everything we have as is. We're going to move it forward, give you new capabilities, but we're keeping that base. So I think they want to be at a point where it's good. I don't know if they keep this. I think they do. They keep the current series kind of model as far as the UI, as far as the feature sets, and then add to it. But doing that model for Windows on Xbox, sure, but it takes time to test, right? And right now what they're going to do is get this thing out. They're not done with this yet. They haven't even finished the feature set for this. They're going to work on forward compatibility. That's going to be a years-long process. And then they're going to work on what they want to do with their next feature set and make it all work in the next Xbox, which is why I just feel like it's going to be more than that. I don't think they'd want to release it in, like you're saying, hey, you know what? We will give you features, in 27, but the box is available now. I get the opportunity. It's nice, but ultimately it's also got to be best for consumer, right? And I think that's where they're going to really look at it is like, we want to give you a box that you're going to be happy with, right? This is a test, right? The ROG Ally is a test. Is this going to work? If it's going to work, great, let's make that happen and get all the features done. But ultimately, I think what they're going to do is make sure the software and hardware align, and that feels like it's in that 27 range. They're basically hinting it's 27. So I think that's kind of where it is. I agree with you though. It would have been awesome to say we're launching with Halo in 26 on the 25th anniversary, right? We got E-Day coming, we got Fable, we got Forza, we got all of it in line. Here you go.
Maybe they're going to do another Series X thing, like at the tail end of the year, they'll do like a on Jeff's show, like show off the new hardware next year.
Probably.
We'll see. My guess is you get the announce of the hardware at the next showcase. If they want to bring it in next year, then they could, like they did with the series consoles at the Game Awards, they could go announce here we go. Here's the next console, right? That is an option, and maybe it comes out in 26. But
just one final question. Microsoft and Xbox, Microsoft for time, they've had execution issues, haven't they? Like they've always come with amazing like tech or advanced, this and that, but they've had execution issues. I mean, it's almost, it should be in the Guinness Book of Records how you go from like the Xbox 360 and then you lost half your customers and when you moved over to the Xbox Xbox One. But that's in the past. I think there's a bigger pie potential because you've got the people who are youngsters who are looking into PC and they're moving.
Yeah.
What do you think it will take for them to actually capture that audience? I mean, forget like the Sony side or the PlayStation side. I think they're like Apple customers. They're never going to leave. But there's a potential bigger pot of people. What do you think it will take to get those to actually appeal to them?
I think it's doing exactly what they're doing, which is eliminate the barriers, right? Right now, there's, if you are in the Nintendo ecosystem, you're in Nintendo and that's it, right? When you're in PlayStation, you're starting to see a little bit of a bridge towards the PC side, but it's not anything close to what you get with Xbox. You buy a game and you have it on PC and you have it on Xbox. That's fantastic, right? You can play it wherever you want. Go buy a ROG Ally, go buy a Lenovo. They don't care. Buy a laptop that runs Windows. They don't care. You can play your game. Buy a Steam Deck. It'll work. You can just play your games because it's there as far as entitlements. So that's what they're looking for, right? They want to get to the point where you say, I buy whatever I want, play wherever I want. I'm on my phone, I can play the game. I'm on my Steam Deck, I play the game. I'm on my ROG Ally, I play the game. I'm on my Xbox or my TV. They don't care. They want it to be everywhere, right? That's going to be the sell, because that's kind of the next generation's model, right? They don't really like the idea of, wait, I can't just play it here and then I can take it there. What do you mean I can't do that? Because they're used to that mindset when everything is an app or a web page, because you can run that anywhere, right? And they just want their games to just be like that. And Microsoft's the one saying, sure, no problem, we'll do that, right? So I think that's going to be the sell. If that model is something that doesn't work in the market, okay, but they're making it work, right? They're making it work. They're putting their games everywhere. Heck, you can buy your game, and I don't know if they ultimately have entitlement for it, but you can play your games on Switch. You can play your games on PlayStation.
It seems to be working. Look at the numbers. I mean,
Yeah.
look at it. The sales are ridiculous.
So ultimately, though, when you start looking at, say, hey, I bought a PlayStation. What did I get on this PlayStation? I played Xbox. Oh, I played an EA game. I played a Take-Two game. I played Xbox. Eventually, you just think, well, why don't I just buy an Xbox? And that's kind of the thing. And if the beauty of it is I get full entitlement anywhere I'm at, I can choose whatever format I like. I want a portable. I want something under my TV. I want a massive desktop. Choose whatever you like, and then we don't care. Play your games, right? Enjoy,
Go for it, yeah.
Right?
We'll see how
and that will be the selling point. Because if you lock yourself to PlayStation, you're locked to PlayStation. If you lock yourself to Nintendo, you're locked to Nintendo, right? And they're like, we don't care. Play wherever you want. We just want your engagement. Play, right? And that is going to be the resonating thing that says, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't I want that? So we'll see, right? Maybe that isn't a good enough position in the market. I think it is. But I think that's what resonates with people. The PC world is bigger than the Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo. So once that comes together and you say, hey, I can just use this. It's got the Xbox UI. It's kind of convenient for me. Cool. Why don't I use it, right? And then you still have your Steam library. It doesn't matter. You're still running your Steam engine, the Steam game. It's just running normally. That's fine. It'll be an interesting place to be. And so I think that's going to be the thing that kind of sells it.
Yeah. Nice speaking to you. Thanks for all you're doing in the community, and keep on. And nice to chat again, Shaan. And I'll see you soon.
100%.
And leave that alone.
Take care, guys. You take care, homie. Take care.
See you later. Bye.
See you later.
See ya.
Now, Demo Floor, member for 18 months. Shout out to Hargeet for bringing the community together, bro. What's going on, Demo Floor? Hope you well. Now, once again, guys, I know some of the guys are talking about the handheld. They're just jumping in right now. The leak has happened. Apparently, this is what's going to be going down, looks like. From a good source. It's been right quite often. Now, before we close it out now in the next 2-3 minutes, Hargeet, looking at that once again, August will be the pre-orders. Maybe Gamescom, they might announce the pre-orders.
Sure.
Would that make sense to you? Just like the One X?
Why not? Right? More buzz. Hey, we don't know what else they're going to do at Gamescom, right? They have so many games. It's possible that you see your Contraband or something like that over there. Contraband is made by a European developer, right? So
yeah, that's right.
So you could potentially see it over there, right? There's probably other games that they have in development over there. So yeah, that's a possibility. And it's like, hey, here's some new hardware too. Go buy it.
You know what's good though? Looking at these prices, it kind of makes sense. People have said, why are they making 2 for? Do you know what I mean? People have been saying that.
Yeah.
It makes sense because the high end is going to be expensive, and the base model, which is still a capable unit though. It's got a Z1, I believe. I can't remember now which one it's got.
I think it's 2. I think Z2 Extreme. I think
one's a Z2 Extreme, or maybe one's a Z1 Extreme, possibly. The C500, yeah, it seems like a fair price for the base model. I feel like that base model $500 will be a hit for a lot of people.
Yeah,
they will like that. And if you want the best of the best, you get the X, which kind of makes sense to me. What do you reckon, guys, in the chat? Do you feel like that's the right pricing? That's what you expected before we close it out? That's gonna be. I'm looking. I want to see what the market, what the homies and the community will be.
Yeah.
What do you think of this price?
Yeah, it's a Z2A. That's the processor and the normal one.
Yeah, like Lotus Esprit said, like some of the homies in the chat, Lotus Esprit, he will definitely be picking up the base model, and that's what I'm talking about. It makes sense why they went for 2. Because if you went for 1 and you went for the most powerful, then a lot of people was like, I'm not willing to spend $800, 900, 800 pounds. Like 500, like, you know, Hargeet, I'll be honest with you, that sweet spot, $499 is a sweet spot for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I feel that makes sense. And that, like, guys in the chat, that is coming out soon. It seems in the next 2 or 3 months it'll be out. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a question of would I ever use it, right? So outside of that, I don't know. So it is good to have. I'd love to see what people do with it, like you were saying, right? Are they going to enable a Switch 2 emulator? That would be really, really cool.
Yeah. They're busy with the 2. Hey, Hargeet, the best beard in gaming. Talk that shit.
We got Jason
Talk
Ronald
that
too.
shit.
And we actually have a picture of us side to side, and our beards are just about the same.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's good. But like, Hargeet, before we go, man, I know you're going to be out at the Homies Web Dave show over the weekend. I can use that as a portable. Yeah, you could do. Trust me, the handheld and the next Xbox, it could be really interesting to people who like to mess
Yeah.
about with certain apps. I'll leave it as that.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with you? What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, so hopefully I'll be on today with C Money and Doodle. C Money was out there with his eldest son and daughter
Nice.
at the Fan Fest, and they were out there and play days and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll be on with them and demo tonight at 8-ish around there, 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern
Busy
time.
guy.
And then tomorrow with Fonz at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern time, and then as you said, Web Dave at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern on Sunday. And then back with Boom on Double Barrel Gaming on Wednesday at 7 p.m. US
That's
Eastern
right,
time.
man. I'm glad you guys all met up and had a great time as well. You know, when it comes to
Yeah.
the community, I've always said this: you can't mess with the Xbox community.
Yeah,
You
I
ain't
mean,
touching the Xbox.
they keep fighting, and we put together a community fan fest. So
Yeah, you can't beat them. You can't beat the community, bro. Plain and simple. Will the next
there was a lot of
Xbox
cool stuff.
emulate games? That's what we've been talking about.
Yeah, it should be able to, not officially or maybe officially. We'll see. But
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We do have content that we put together. We will put up all of it as far as the fan fest. We did record everything. So if you want to check out my channel, Hargeet21, it'll be there.
Yeah,
Plus
definitely.
on Season Gaming. So check those out. And we did put the pre-show up there. If you want to check out the pre-show podcast with Khalif Adams and Paris and Danny and Rihanna. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out on my channel as well.
Yeah, definitely, man. Guys, take care, be safe. Like, they don't want to be. We'll see, bro. But when the time comes, we'll talk about it, bro. Let the information comes out. Let this first of all, let this portal come out first. This handheld Xbox come out first. Then we'll see a lot of the PlayStation dudes crying when they see the people in the community playing Spider-Man or some shit. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I can see the homies right now playing Spider-Man on my Xbox Rogue Ally. That's what's gonna happen, bro. They're gonna cry.
Yep. Can't wait to do that on the official Xbox, right? Like
yeah,
the actual.
I can't wait,
next
bro.
Xbox.
I can't wait.
But hey, this is an official Xbox. It's technically an official Xbox. They're calling it an Xbox.
Yeah, they call it. It's a partnership, innit? So we'll call it that. Afra goes, I believe the Series X is the best console he's ever owned. You know, the Series X, I'll tell you what, as the way it's built, the design, it's a fucking hell of a machine. Hell of a machine. The Series X. And the S as well, to be honest. AAC with the 5, the high end one has the AMD Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme. Did they say what's the advantage of having the AI chip in it? So it has an AI in it?
Yeah, it does. So they've hinted at what it's going to be, but it's really just generalizations at this point. So you can watch. There's a Xbox published video that goes over just this and goes over the background of the work they did on it. And they do mention that the AI chip is in there, and these are the things it would be targeting, but there's nothing specific yet. But you can see it potentially be leveraged for FSR4, right? FSR4 can take advantage of hardware AI rendering for upscaling. So you can do that. You can use it for other AI capabilities within the game itself, right? So there's plenty of potential options. But again, it's to be used. It's up to them to determine how they want to use it. So
It's all on the developer, yeah. THX with a 2, swing to the left, swing to the right, cha cha cha. Yeah, them used to be them fanboys that used to love Xbox, and all of a sudden they become haters. It is what it is, guys. But guys, take care, be safe, and we out.
Xbox.
Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Game Pass. Keep adding games to my backlog. They say it got no games, man. Don't know what they saying. I just think they hating. Stuck on that PlayStation. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. It has 300 plus for only $15. Bug stacks, Hades, even Among Us. 120 frames on that Psycho Nuts. Got games, niche games like Cluster Truck. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Game Pass. Keep adding games to my backlog. They say it got no games, man. Don't know what they saying. I just think they hating. Stuck on that PlayStation. Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox.